Can you guys see me? My shit's already tripping. It says I have a bad connection. There's nothing wrong with my connection. I just restarted my whole router. I think it's the iPad. Hi. I look fuzzy, right? I look pixelated. You guys want me to start a new one? Hi. You guys think I should restart a new one? I look pixelated, right? Hi. Or do you guys just want to keep going? It might just be on my end. Hi. Can everybody see me okay? It looks like you guys can see me. I look fine? Okay. I think my iPad might be on its last legs, y'all. This iPad is like 5 years old, and it keeps telling me that my fucking connection is bad, and it's like on my end, it's like fuzzy. It's like fuzzy and pixelated. But if you guys say it looks fine, then we'll leave it. And I just restarted my whole entire router, so I know for a fact that there's nothing wrong with my connection. But anyways, hello, my chicken nuggets. Oh, so it is a little pixely? That's lame, though. Why is it pixelated like that? Why is it pixelated and not clear? I don't understand. Should I restart the Wi-Fi? That will cause the stream to pause, I think. Let me put the iPad in airplane mode for a second. The stream's gonna pause for a second, and then I should come back and let's see if it's better, if it's clearer. Is it better now? No, I do not have a poor connection. I'm about to restart this whole stream, guys. I'm about to end it. No, I can't end it. If I end it, it's gonna fucking automatically start uploading it. Jesus Christ. YouTube, you're killing me right now. Hi. I don't know why I'm pixelated like that. It says I have a poor connection. I know my connection is not bad because I just started my router, and the Wi-Fi is running perfectly fine on all my other devices. I think it's an issue with my iPad because this iPad is old. For anyone wondering why I look funny. Hi. It's supposed to be Barbershop 2, which I'm sure we're going to need links for. I have coffee, of course. And I also have nachos that I'm very excited about. Hi. Hi, Brooke. Hi, everyone. Oh, I saw greetings from Toronto. Hi. Hi. Yeah, nachos. Nachos. I've been thinking about these nachos for the longest time, right? And I tried to, like, not get the nachos and get tacos instead. But they just didn't hit the spot because I really wanted the nachos, so I got them. So we're watching Barbershop 2. How's everything going for everyone? How's everything going, Brooke? What are you up to? This fucking pixelation is really gonna irritate the fuck out of me. Especially when I know there's literally nothing wrong with my Wi-Fi. I really think it's the iPad tripping. Stupid. Thank you. Cramming for your exam tomorrow. I'm having coffee right now, but you can drink wine. You could drink wine. We're watching Barbershop 2. Mercedes, you're getting on my nerves. Bye. Block. Nobody has time for all that right now. You're very extra and intense. So, get out. I went out to this ugly sweater party last night. I was up till like 4 in the morning, guys. I don't have time for all this jumping around in my face. To be honest with you, ask me questions and you're yelling, typing in all caps, like, it's Bees Bake, we chilling, relax. You could drink rum, you could drink whatever you want. Everybody could drink whatever they want. I'm eating nachos and setting up to watch Barbershop 2. And then later, I think I'm gonna go see The Shape of Water with my friend. I've already seen it. So then I'm gonna go see it for a second time. You know, somebody left a comment that was like, oh, why are you watching all these crappy ghetto movies? You should be watching, it was like some nonsense. I was like, who the fuck are you? What are you talking about? Like, if you don't like it, you don't have to fucking watch. When we first started doing Bees Bake, people used to leave those same exact type of comments. Like, I hate this. I don't know why you keep doing it. I was like, because some people like it. Like, we chill. We have fun. We chit-chat. You don't have to watch it. Like, you don't have to watch it. You don't have to watch it live. You don't have to watch it when it gets uploaded to the channel. Like, nobody has a gun to your head forcing you. It's just weird. Such a weird thing to complain about. To me. Hi, soybeans. It's a practice exam. I'll be fine. Oh, yeah, Star Wars just came. I mean, I'm not going to watch Star Wars. I'm not a Star Wars fan, but it did just come out, so no spoilers in the chat. That's reasonable. It just came out. But I'm not a Star Wars fan. Let me see if this link works. For Barbershop 2. Play. 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 Oh, I gotta put that we're live on Twitter. Coming to America is next week. People said they wanted to do Barbershop and then Barbershop 2, just like how we did Sister Act and then Sister Act 2, and then Coming to America is next week. Can I do a review of The Shape of Water? You know, I could, and I was thinking about it, because Octavia Spencer is one of the main characters. So I could review it, because that's a black main character. I ain't up to no damn thing. I need to find me another job again. Same old, same old. What was your old job that you used to work on Sundays, Brooke? What was that? What were you doing? If you don't mind, you don't have to tell us, of course. Hello, Bella. I see you. Something in the corner of my mouth. Crappy ghetto movies. LOL. Say what? Movie snobs. Ugh. Don't worry. I won't spoil. I mean, and I like all different types of movies, but I'm not going to be like, I'm too good to watch Barbershop. Like, what? And that movie's funny. Like, that movie's funny. You're depriving yourself of the humor, the comedy. Hi, Legendary Mother. You said the first Bees Bake that you're early. I'm late. It kept making me restart the fucking, I feel like it kept making me restart the stream because it kept saying I had a bad connection. So then I, like, restarted the whole router. And it still said I had a bad connection. And I know my connection is not that bad because I have, like, 19 devices that the shit is working just fine on. So that's why I was saying I think it's my iPad because it's old. Darn haters. Oh, I think this one works. I found one that works. Just warning you, I might get a little extra under the sauce. Bees Boy in the house. Hi, Tony. Nobody's forcing them to watch. Have you seen Love and Basketball? Yeah, I've seen it. Watching BC in the house. Watch What Is Your Taste. You can't please everyone, as you know. It's true. Hi, Justin. Hi, everyone. Hi, Victoria. Is that Jean? Hi, Jean. Hard Living Basketball. Never seen Star Wars. I came prepared for this week. Pizza in hand. I have nachos. Why aren't there any good hood movies coming out anymore? Because everybody is a snob that thinks they're too fucking good for them. I saw on Twitter, they were like, that BET is like doing this show that is going to be about chefs in strip clubs, which I think is actually a really interesting premise because a lot of strip clubs like really do serve food. We used to go to this strip club in DC. I always get the names confused. It was either Palladium or Stadium. I can't remember which. And they used to have a really, really, really good happy hour. And they had bomb-ass food. So we used to go to the strip club at like 5, and it was like enclosed with no windows, obviously, strip club. So we used to go at like 5 o'clock in the afternoon, like 5, 6 o'clock for happy hour and food after work. Now it's a strip club, so like the girls are motherfucking stripping, like the bitches are stripping, but like the food was really good and the drinks were really good and the atmosphere was really chill, like. And so I remember thinking like, oh, that's like an interesting premise for a show because like there are chefs and those are probably, for all we know, those might be like fucking 5-star classically trained or whatever chefs. We don't know. And people was on Twitter like, I don't want to see no fucking show about chefs in a strip club and everything niggas do gotta be ratchet and that. I was like, that's actually a pretty interesting fucking premise, you goddamn snob. Snob. Why do I think comedy sucks nowadays? Everything sucks nowadays because no one wants to take a chance on being different. Everything is optimized to make the most money. Somebody had left a comment on my I Had Everything video that said like familiarity like makes the most money, something like that. It's really true. We're gonna start in 2 minutes. What are we watching? Barbershop 2. Do you guys like the new She's Gotta Have It? I still haven't seen it. Hi, Real Trini. I feel like we watched Harlem Nights for Beast Bake before. It might have got deleted, though. I'll have to check. But I love that movie. Harlem Nights is a good movie. To be honest, people think they're intellectually superior because they watch Star Wars. LOL. Oh, Romeo Must Die. We could do that. I haven't seen a Bronx Tale in a long time. Hi, Joy. It was a warehouse job. Almost always do warehouse jobs, though, which is why they never last. I get tired of it fast or get fired. Oh, LOL, I'm horrible at holding a job. Damn, I need out of my laziness. I love relaxing a lot. I need to stop being lazy. So many opinions on She's Gotta Have It. Would love to hear your thoughts. I'm not the biggest Spike Lee fan. I know. Take away my black card. I hated it. It was so preachy, as if they read the first chapters of Feminist Theory. Also, the guys were so corny. I will probably agree with that. I just finished it and I loved it. Hi, Kimberly. Hi, Janae. I see you. Oh, hi, Acrylic Rose. I see you. I missed you earlier. Facts. I miss regular good hood classic movies with messages. Like, people talk so bad about Baby Boy, for example, with Tyrese, but I love that movie. And I think that's actually a really good movie with a really interesting message about niggas that, like, never want to, like, leave their moms and, like, all types of shit just about, like, living in the hood and, like, all types of shit. People act like Baby Boy's, like, such a bad movie and, like, da-da-da-da-da. Snobs. Snobs! We're gonna start. We're gonna start. It's called Stadium. Don't ask me how I know. I knew too. I just couldn't think of the name. Stadium has good food. Don't be ashamed. We used to go there all the time. All the time. You might have seen me in there, Tony, before I was on YouTube. You just didn't know it was me. Play. Barbershop 2. I'm playing it. Uh-oh. Lost it. July 4th, 1967. Justin, facts, I miss regular good hood classic movies with messages. It's called Stadium. Don't ask me how I know. All I hear about are chicken wings in the strip club. LOL. Hear more about the chicken than I do the dancers. I heard wings are always good at the strip joint. I'm worn out. Just got back from the gym. Had to burn off yesterday's cinnamon roll pancakes. I liked it. Some parts felt a bit off, but I still enjoyed it. Menace to Society is one of the greatest movies ever. Hood or not. Look at this comp. Look at this. Look at Cedric the Entertainer's comp. I love She's Gotta Have It. Some parts were heavy-handed, but that's Spike Lee. They assume that the strip clubs just have liquor and no food. Shake my damn head at these people. Strip clubs always have the best wings. Hi, Indigo Girl. Hi, Jim. No, I'm not watching no Candyman. No, thank you. We already talked about this during Halloween time. Stealing meat. Boy, you stealing meat. You don't have no gun. Baby boy was talking about real shit. He threw a bratwurst. He threw a sausage. What about Baps? I used to watch that movie all the time when I was in college. That used to be my roommate's favorite movie. I like that movie. I mean, black men probably shouldn't have a 4th of July, but we're not going to get into that. Yeah, Baby Boy was great. It had actual character development and arcs. Somebody make a supercut of all the zooms. I'd watch it. Baby Boy wasn't that bad. It was a story that we don't hear about too much. It was different. Yeah. Hi, Ebony. Hi, Leomine. He's really cutting the hair. Look at Cedric. He's really cutting the perm. I said, play like you cutting it. Babs was my movie. Could you imagine a movie like Babs coming out today? It would be corny today. It would be corny today. It would be too many try-hard jokes, and it would be too much. I see you, Ebony. Did I say hi? We wild shit out. I can't say, Indigo Girl, I can't say on the video where I'm watching it. Because I don't want the video to get, like, shut down. Because we are disseminating links. But someone could tell you in the chat. I'm planning on watching Mudbound. It's on Netflix or Amazon Prime or something, right? Bye, Razy Crandom Girl. Cedric's wig is hilarious. Why Cedric run like that? They shut it down? Why, Justin? I was not feeling Baby Boy. It's a story about a hood nigga who did not want to elevate himself, living with his mama and got Yvette pregnant and treated her horribly. But that was like a true story. I mean, the movie itself was obviously not a true story, but it was meant to be like a representation of like real things that are happening. And it did have a story arc. Oh, I had never realized that the music of Barbershop 2 was by Wu-Tang and the RZA. I didn't know that. But like somebody else just said, like Baby Boy had a story arc of him like learning and not just staying in his fucking mom's house and all this other shit and figuring out why he like didn't want to leave the womb basically, and like talking about the shit that happened with his like older brother getting killed and all the shit that happened with like Ving Rhames, and like it wasn't like just about like, oh, Tyrese just don't want to leave his mom's house for no reason. Candyman, that movie is scary as fuck. Halle was goofy in that film. She was like, He stole some meat, laughed my ass off. That's like that Jamie Foxx movie when he got arrested for stealing shrimp. This was a good opener, Barbershop 2, with like all the different hairstyles and clothing styles and the celebrities. The best thing about Baby Boy was Taraji. The funniest scene in Baby Boy was when Ving asked Tyrese, you want something from the store, after Ving was choking him. I love Baby Boy because it had a message about growing up. I hated the movie Candyman. The director, who's white, deliberately put some racist undertones in that movie. Babs 2017 would be hella corny. CEO. That was my part. They had some iconic looks in Bab too. Very iconic. Iconic. Have you ever seen the original Kings of Comedy? I know it's a stand-up special, but it's a classic. Yes, but not in a long time. Hi, Segal. I'm doing well, thank you. How are you? Mudbound is on Netflix. Okay, Netflix. Netflix, got it. You're watching Barbershop 2 on Hulu? Really? Apparently the strip club has some racial stuff behind the scenes. I believe that. Life with Martin Lawrence and Eddie Murphy is also good. Shows that our criminal justice system still ain't shit. Yeah, Life is a really good movie. I feel like that movie's like really underrated. They talk about a lot of really interesting stuff in that movie. Ooh, you're meeting. Superstar. That's why they call me Slim Fady. I would have been like, how are you mad? How are you mad that... How are you mad that somebody moved into your chair, Jimmy? But you always had a stick up your ass. Like you was better than a barbershop. And now you've moved on. You know, you got your nice suit on and shit. But you still want to be like, oh, this used to be my chair. And just last week, you wasn't shit. Da-da-da-da-da. Like, boy, if you don't, you paranoid as hell. Hi, Gluten Main. Mudbound is about sharecropping. I have no idea what it's about. So please, no spoilers. You're tired of the sharecropping narrative, or just like the race stuff? No, forget this haircut. I don't know this woman. My beans fell. That scene in Baby Boy with Tyrese and Omar Gooding, and Omar was giving that boy a whooping, was a mess. Am I vegan? No. I am eating chicken nachos right now. Time for early retirement. I've seen Set It Off. I've seen these movies, guys. So please don't assume that I haven't seen. You could ask me if I've seen it, but like, don't assume I haven't seen it. That's like a pet peeve. I feel like people do that all the time. Not with me, like specifically, but just like in general. People don't ask questions. They don't be like, "Oh, have you seen this?" They say like, "You should watch. Here's what it's about." You could just ask me if I saw it. Like, questions are good, people. Mm-hmm. Ooh. Ooh. Because I heard all of your little shit. I didn't hear it? Oh, you try to call me a lie? Woo! Toddler penis. I'm going to get medieval on your ass. Whoa. Pow! She better slap the shit out of that nigga. Cheater. I'm never going home. Nigga, you can't go home. You couldn't go home if you wanted to. I'm getting medieval on that ass. Oh my gosh, yes. People been knew about R. Kelly, Leomi. I'm not yelling at you. I'm just saying, like, people have been talking about this shit for the longest time. Hi. LOL, me and my friend love to react the nigga pie scene from Life. Oh, we be cracking up. How about I turn y'all into nigga pie? Oh, you know what? I never put on Beastbake that were, I never put on Twitter that were live. Let me put it on. Set It Off didn't get nearly the recognition that it deserved. It was a good story and original. Loved it from start to finish. This thing gonna put a fucking Isaac swoosh like the nigga's Nike. Boy, stop. A movie that is so bad that is good. Dolomite. Can we watch that next week? We're watching Coming to America next week. Hi, Delano. Hi. He look real coonish in that suit. Y'all funny. Real talk, if Set It Off was about 4 working class white men from Boston, it would have got all the Oscar nominations. They made that movie. It was called The Town, and it did get all the Oscar nominations. I didn't like that bougie lawyer from Barbershop. Mudbound was good and bad in some parts. No spoilers, please. No spoilers, please. Didn't I say that? I haven't seen it. Black barbershops are the best. Wow, wait. Hi from Singapore. Hi. Black barbershops are the best. Everyone's an expert on everything despite not knowing a damn thing. The race stuff, black people depicted as less than. How about some movies about our successes? Okay. That's fair. Oh, I love Queen Latifah. Beauty Shop. I love Beauty Shop, too. Oh. Watch your mouth, girl. So extra. I hate when people say that. I hate when people say that. You know that should have been your baby. No, shouldn't have been nobody's baby. Except the baby that it was. That's weave. That's weave, Ice Cube. She got Perm in her family. I used to love that line. She got Indian Remy in her family. Okay? Thank you. My baby. Hi, Nigel. They just left the beauty shop. He's going to drop his son off. Jesus, what? Did I see Denzel's new movie? That Roman Esquire thing? Is that out? I thought it was coming out on Christmas Day. Set It Off is so underrated. Or they acted their asses off. The death scene always takes me out. Not a dry eye in sight. I find Omar Gooding hilarious and smart guy. She brought his stuff in a trash bag. She said 2 minutes. Have you guys seen Where Children Play? I never hear anything about it, but I liked it. I've never heard of it. What's that? She smacked the taste out of his mouth. She sure did. Have you seen A Rage in Harlem? It's on Hulu. The cast is completely black. I don't think I saw one white person. I heard of that, but I haven't seen it. Screen cap these. Here it goes. Or about us just being normal. I also would love some pre-colonial type movie. Whites have movies like Vikings or King Arthur. I would love to see us before white people happen. Subterfuge. Ooh. Doing what? Doing who? Because you sure ain't doing me. This nigga going to school secretly. He's a clown. Hi, Owen. Damn, I hated when Terry went for the pretty boy Michael Early instead of going for the African barber who genuinely loved her. Mini-me. Hi, Esper Child. I'm about to watch Barbershop in a moment after I grab snacks. I can't stand spoilers. Have you seen Jackie Brown? Yeah, I've seen it. One of the only Tarantino movies I like. Samuel should have gotten an Oscar for that role. Elmore Leonard novel, I believe. You wrote thoughts. You wrote thoughts. I don't know if you wrote that on purpose, but it's funny. Thoughts on Golden Globes not nominating Girls Trip. I don't care about awards. They're all racist, so. Hi, Bushy Brows. Same here. These black directors need to do stories on the Moorish, Mali, and Ashanti Empire. Black people was running ish there. Y'all can have that conversation amongst yourselves. I'm not going to be I'm not participating in that. Well, you know what? I'm going to say one thing, which is that I hate this You know what? No, I'm not even going to. Nope. 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 Mm-mm. Maybe later. I'm watching the movie for free on Roku. It has commercials. Hi, Just Nickel. Queen Latifah always has her hair slicked down. Supercuts. Oh, no, nappy cuts. It's called nappy cuts in this shit. Real life is supercuts. Hi, Gucci. My hairline was so slanted at one point, my barber had to pull a ruler and a pencil out. Yes, I've seen Poetic Justice. You ahead of me, Real Trini? They just found out that they're opening nappy cuts. Seeing Queen Latifah just made me want to watch her movie last holiday. Random, LOL. I'm going to watch that afterwards. I love that movie. I love that movie. Last holiday with LL Cool J. We watched it for Beats Bait. It used to be on Netflix. I don't know if it still is. We watched it last year around holiday time. Just an alternative. No, we didn't get to the I'ma Tell My Auntie scene with Keke Palmer, no. Last holiday is so good. When we together, we together, and when we not, we not. LOL, I would have told his ass off like, boy, shut your fake deep ass up. Yup. Awards are racist, arbitrary, and highly subjective. The end. Wait, what are you watching? Barbershop 2. Not because it's not real. Supercuts is real. Supercuts is a barbershop chain. Y'all are too much. Last holiday was cute. I love Just Right. I love Just Right too. I watched Just Right for Beast Bake once too. With Common and Paula Patton. And Queen Latifah, obviously. I love Just Right. Because I feel like I be feeling like Queen Latifah all the time. Some bullshit to do. Everybody piling on Michael Ealy. He trying to improve himself and go to school. Yeah, still on Netflix last holiday. I be losing track of the movies we watched on Beast Bake. We've been doing Beast Bake for 3 years. In 2018, because we started doing it in 2015. We've done a lot of movies. I love Ice Cube's facial expressions. Legendary. I don't have any pets, no. Oh, you did do it on purpose, the gal. LOL, true. Award shows are trash. They are. Saw Last Jedi yesterday, and Finn scenes were getting like no reaction from the audience. I was grunting and clapping. Finn is John Boyega, right? I don't fuck with John Boyega, so I don't care. He's like a Michael B. Jordan type. They want to be the only niggas in the room. Like, and every movie that nigga's in, he's playing a sidekick to some brunette white chick. Like, it's weird. So, but good for him, I guess. Whatever. Ooh, a milk bath. They dip his sisters in milk over there? Can I get some cookies? Nappy cuts. That's a look-alike. How could they get him? Nappy cuts. He said it's off the chain. And they... Honey's in bikini serving wine. In the flow. This shit is funny. Fun dude. That's tight. Seren, what's the best X-Men movie in your opinion? I think it's a tie between X2 and First Class. For me, I could rant about Jennifer Lawrence being awful as Mystique for days. I would say X2. X2 is the best one. X2 is like one of my favorite superhero movies. X2 is the best one. I forgot the motherfucking Keenan was in this bitch. I forgot. I hate Jennifer Lawrence as Mystique also. I don't like any of the First Class movies. I think that they're all bad. Or whatever the name of this like reboot is. I don't like any of them. I really only like X-Men 1 and X2. But X-Men 2, like X2 with Nightcrawler is my shit. Like, my shit. Even though I love Dark Phoenix and they teased Dark Phoenix and did not go all the way through with it. And then what they did in fucking X3 was just some garbage. Just Right is my movie. As corny as Common was in that movie, I loved it. I loved it too. First Class killed off Darwin. Fuck that film. Right, exactly. Darwin, who's supposed to be like literally like unstoppable, unkillable. That was some racist garbage. Like, that was some trash. I love X2. I was so mad when that happened. Speaking of Queen Latifah, I just binge watched Living Single on Centric. That show is timeless. Thoughts on the Infinity War trailer? I haven't seen it. I'm not watching it. I'm not a Marvel fan. I'm not an Avengers fan. I don't care. I have no thoughts. It doesn't exist to me. You don't even exist to me. I think Living Single is also coming to Hulu. Are we there yet? Well, Ice Cube is so good. Most of his little, like, cute family movies are good. You know what's another good movie that's underrated? Welcome Home, Roscoe Jenkins. That's not Ice Cube. That's Martin Lawrence, but... Oh, and Cedric. It's been that long. Sheesh. I think I came to your channel a little after you were doing it because the first Bees Bake I actually remember sitting in on was The Matrix. Yeah, Brooke, you've been around a long time. I did not like Star Wars. Random question. Have you seen Willow Smith's new video, Everything Stays? No, I have not. Yeah, they did kill Darwin. I forgot about that. A time check. I don't know if I'm going to be able to give you a time check. Let me see. It's where Cedric is. It's not showing me because my link is like stupid. Cedric the Entertainer's on the bus. Who knows where that is? It's like not showing where. When I try to hover the arrow, it's not showing. Cedric's on the bus talking to the white guy. And the white guy's talking about how he's lactose intolerant. And Cedric's talking about how when he eats too much dairy, it fucking gives him the mud guts, basically. Which is true, especially for most black people. I mean, it's really not healthy to eat fucking cow's milk in general. It's really not, like, I don't know why humans do that. But for black people especially. 2607. 2607. Real Trainee said 2607. What? He said nice to black people. You better be. Especially me, because I keep my stuff with me. Cutamother.com. White people always, they're just ridiculous. I'm very nice to black people. Children are always saying, are we there yet? Why are you saying that about John Boyega? I'm not a fan. You passed your exam? Woo! Go Natalia! And I will never forgive what John Boyega said about continental Africans versus African Americans. He could fuck right off. Fancy. Finn's character is he was dead ass a janitor at an Imperial Command Station, bruh. Ah, look at Avant! I love this movie. LOL, Ice Cube salty, back to work. To find. Look at Avant. How is Avant not laughing? How is Avant not laughing? He's doing like this. X-Men has more than 2. No one said they didn't. Someone asked me what was mine. And I said it was X2. I love the female barber. She is serving looks. Eve. I would say Days of Future Past. Pay attention to John Boyega's tweets. He's a weird black dude. I'm so glad I'm done with finals. Congratulations to everyone. Done with finals, done with school, all that. Go, you guys. I hate Jennifer Lawrence in general, but that's a whole other convo for a whole non-existent time. I was like, bruh, really? He's a janitor? I think I heard about a Storm movie coming out. Hello. I am Maxine Shaw in real life. I'm Queen Latifah's character in Just Right in real life. Always a homie. No, I'm not a Marvel fan. Okay, I take that back. I'm not an MCU fan. I'm not an MCU fan. I'm a Marvel fan. I'm not an MCU fan. I don't like these movies. The upcoming New Mutants movie looks exciting. Superhero horror could be amazing. Didn't it come out that Jennifer Lawrence didn't even like being Mystique and couldn't stand getting the blue makeup on? Yes, it did. And you could tell because that bitch act like she phoning it in every time. She just there for that X-Men check. And they only cast her because that bitch is hot and everything. Whatever. I like the X-Men movies. I love Wolverine Origins because it has my favorite character, Gambit. Oh, Gambit wasn't that. Wasn't he played by Ryan Reynolds? Or am I remembering that wrong? will.i.am was in that one too, right? Refresh my memory. I haven't seen that shit in a while. I like the X-Men movies. I love Wolverine Origins because it has my favorite. Oh, I just said that again. They ruined Mystique. I did like Calvin's wife, like her personality. I like the way they portrayed her. It was cute. Welcome Home, Roscoe Jenkins. Yes, love that movie. Welcome Home, Roscoe was crazy, girl. X-Men had the potential, but it just didn't reach it, let's be honest. What are we watching? We're watching Barbershop 2. Have you seen Soul Man with Bernie Mac and Samuel L. Jackson? Oh my God, yes. Wow, I haven't thought about that shit in a long time. Welcome Home, Roscoe Jenkins is my movie. Monique was hilarious in that. Her and Joy Bryant were beefing in that movie. Joy Bryant was fucking hilarious in that shit too. Joy Bryant is underrated. Every X-Men film after X2 is trash. I agree. They're just whitewashing everyone. Fucking Eve on the beach trying to relax. And isn't their mantra gonna be like, fuck him or he ain't shit? He ain't shit. He ain't shit. But I love that they show that Eve is trying to like better herself and find some inner peace. She's trying. She's trying her best. That's the most important thing. Ew, that pasty looking white boy, I can't. Monique beat the shit out of Martin Lawrence. Wow, that girl's ass is huge. It is, he ain't shit. Wow, this chick in the blue pants, her ass is phenomenal. I need to go do some squats. 73% of African Americans are lactose intolerant anyway. I used to love cow's milk, but I left it alone almost 3 years ago. Now I drink almond or coconut milk. Humans are the only mammals that, like, drink milk that, like, comes from, like, another mammal. Like, we drink milk from our moms, and then we start drinking, like, cow's milk. It's so weird. Not a fan of Star Wars or John Boyega. No problem, Natalia. These flashbacks Cedric be having are funny. I'm not behind. The movie's still going. I'm behind on the chat. I'm not behind on the movie. Avant is mad slept on. Yes, we're not cows. Plus, most people don't have the enzymes to digest milk after 2 years old. What did John Boyega say about African Americans? I did a whole video on this that you guys can feel free to look up, but Samuel L. Jackson has said some stuff about Daniel Kaluuya in Get Out, that he thought that Daniel Kaluuya was great, but he wondered what an actual black American would have brought to the role. People lost their minds talking about why would Samuel L. Jackson say that and all this other shit, and John Boyega felt the need to fucking insert his ass into the conversation because he's not a black American. Talking about some black Americans always questioning the blackness of continental Africans, and we feel like they don't experience racism, and all this shit that Samuel L. Jackson did not fucking say. All he said was, would have been interesting to see an actual black American in that part. And all these continental Africans reacted with how they already feel about us. Because they don't like us. And that's just how I feel. Not all, but enough. love that they brought this dude back. How are you doing? They all want to sell, Calvin. They all want to sell. I see somebody said they got a job in a warehouse. There are so many fine black men in this movie. Not done finals till Tuesday. Oh, you have a final tomorrow, Trini? Good luck. Good luck, good luck, good luck. You got this. Got one more semester left, knock on wood, and then I leave. I'll have a BA in theater and another one in writing studies with a minor in media studies. Good for you, Just Nico. I believe in you, Ebony. You got this. He got his ass a ride with the fire truck, LOL. Do I hate Chris Evans and Scarlett Johansson? Not personally, but in Avengers, yes. I don't, like, yes, I guess my answer is yes. I don't know. I feel like Chris Evans is the most boring person in the world. I feel like he's the literal human equivalent of, like, white Wonder Bread. Like, he's so bland and dry and boring to me. I don't understand why people, like, lose it over him. I don't see what the appeal is. And I feel the same way about Scarlett. And I don't think Scarlett Johansson can act. At all. I think people just think she's really pretty. People just think she's hot and she has, like, big titties. So, yeah. Oh, yeah, I finished the last of my finals last Monday. I passed all my classes. Yes, I did. Whoop, whoop. I'm always a homie, too. I think it's the Sag in me. Yeah, I'm a Sag, too. So, somebody asked me what was my sign. Yeah, I'm a Sagittarius. So, Sag just be, like, super chill. Always a homie. When is the next Hidden Figures video coming out? Hidden Figures is every other Wednesday. So, that will make it this Wednesday coming. But it's always every other Wednesday. What are some of the MCU movies that you actually love and enjoy? Iron Man 1, Thor 1. The end. Oh, Gambit was played by Taylor Skitch, or however you play his name. Okay. I remember Gambit was in it. That was the one that had will.i.am, right? Right? Sophie Turner didn't portray Jean Grey well. Her American accent was mediocre. Ryan Reynolds was Deadpool. I know Ryan Reynolds was Deadpool. Ryan Reynolds was also Green Lantern before he was Deadpool. Chris Evans was also fucking Flame On, Fantastic Four, before he was Captain America. A lot of people have portrayed other, like, he could have been Gambit, but he wasn't. I'm just saying. I like the First Class movies, but Marvel in general has drained me as far as stories. Spider-Man, Avengers, and X-Men ain't the only characters. Taylor Kitsch was Gambit. Where the fuck is She-Hulk? I struggled to watch Hunger Games. They need to stop trying to revive Fantastic Four. Anyone remember the comic teen hero named Static? I have that first issue somewhere. Yeah, a lot of people are Static fans. I love the Static series. I like the Quicksilver scene. Quicksilver! The fucking, both iterations of Quicksilver were in the movie Kick-Ass. Aaron Taylor Johnson and Aaron Taylor Johnson's best friend. Both of them have played Quicksilver. It's like they have the same pool of actors playing different iterations of superheroes over and over. Somehow, the new Fantastic Four was worse than the 2005 Fantastic Four. How does that even happen? That new Fantastic Four movie was really a mess. It was like, I don't know what. I just don't know what happened. I loved the first half of Logan, but was underwhelmed with the second half. You see the ending. He made them talk quiet and hug. Shit's weird. I loved the first half of Logan, but was underwhelmed with the second half. You see the ending coming a mile off, and it was anticlimactic for me. I didn't see Logan. It's so funny when people try to like switch shit up to compete, but it's like you're switching up from what your customers always liked in the first place. You should just keep trying to make them comfortable with what they know and like. 8 Mile. Yeah. Oh my God! Shut the fuck up! Shut up! Save the Last Dance. Jesus. And they're really trying to like remain calm. Sit your ass down, Jimmy. Even organic cow's milk has carcinogens and hormones and shit in it. I'm still holding on to Bodega. Logan was overrated, just like Deadpool didn't get the hype. Y'all know I didn't like Deadpool at all. I hated Deadpool. I hated Deadpool. I only drink almond milk now. Static Shock was bomb. I hate that they have to have a white counterpart in every black TV show movie. Yeah, it was a TV show for a time too. I remember the comic. Hi Umi, how long's the video been going? Keenan is handing out flyers. The link that I'm working, for some reason, it doesn't show me the time when I like hover the arrow. Keenan is handing out... Go away. Keenan is handing out flyers. So, anyone that's watching along that's at the same part as me, can you guys give me a time check? I love goat's milk. Thoughts on Omarosa being fired from working in the White House? As the world turns in the White House. These are the days of our lives in the White House. The shit is a soap opera. Shit's... I don't know. Ryan Reynolds didn't only play Deadpool. He also was the Green Lantern. She throwing it at you. She throwing it at you. We watching Barbershop too. I'm not trying to see Wolverine 8 and X-Men 100 and a damn Spider-Man 19. Timestamp 3551. They at the barbecue now with the beauty shop chicks. I'm not getting into this conversation. Hello. I used to love this song. Sugar, sugar, how'd you get so fly? Sugar, sugar, how'd you get so fly? Sugar, sugar, how'd you get so fly? Sorry, guys. I used to love this song. It's because a lot of other black people love to clown and be ignorant about towards Africa. And a lot of continental Africans think black Americans are fucking lazy and poor. So I don't want to fucking hear it. I don't want to have this conversation anymore. I really don't. I really don't. I really don't. Like, I really don't. And all they do is keep making the Spider-Man and Aunt May's younger and younger. Watch when they redo Spider-Man. Peter gonna be a toddler. Aunt May gonna be a teenager. You stupid. I would still like to send you some Riri Williams issues. Okay. I need a P.O. box. Scarlett Johansson isn't hot though. Oh, there go Keke Palmer right there, rolling her little eyes. That hair is laid. Why can't I have another one? Keke Palmer. Well, I'm not gonna eat it. I hate you. Go ahead, tell him. Ain't nobody scared. Wolverine is so overhyped. I'm sick of Wolverine. Words can't express how tired I am of him, and people love that Logan movie. At that point, I was over it. He called her Moesha. He called her little Moesha. No, I haven't seen it. I'm going to see it. I should have known your old ass is out here starting trouble. He didn't know who her auntie was. They about to start cracking. Let's go. Little sister soldier. Ooh, Shamu with the South Side. I give Africans no reason to stereotype me, but they do regardless. Some people are just haters because they want to fit in with whites. My dad is Nigerian. He says they teach preconceived notions about American blacks, but not all Africans feel better than American blacks. It's a good amount, though. I've canceled Scarlett Johansson since that Ghost in the Shell bullshit. Ooh! All the Wolverine movies are trash. I enjoy Hugh Jackman as Wolverine, just not the standalone movies. I like the one set in Japan. I think that was called The Wolverine. I fucked with that one. I enjoyed it. Wolverine is not the only fucking X-Men. He's not even an Omega mutant. Jean Grey is the only Omega level mutant. Dark Phoenix. We've been asking for more static content, but they don't care. I hate to say this because I hate to say this because I love superheroes, but I'm low-key over superhero movies. These companies at this point are just using these movies to make some money. It's true. Well, I did a video about that. Justin, did you not see the video I did about that? About the whole Fantastic Four, Kate Mara, Michael B. Jordan situation? I did a video about that. I only enjoyed Yukio and the Wolverine. She's the only reason I was able to sit through that movie. Oh, and you know another reason why I motherfucking loved X2? Because of Lady Deathstrike. She killed it. Always. She kills it always. I was thinking the same thing about these superhero movies. They are all dried up with ideas. They always try to force Wolverine down our throats. I feel like he's so overrated. If they put Storm as the lead of the X-Men, I might like it a bit better. The main cast of Creed are all in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Yes, because apparently there's only 4 black actors that I'm gonna kick your ass. And then I'm gonna burn your freedom papers. She just called that man so old, he's a goddamn slave. She just called you old as Methuselah, Cedric. Stepped to your ass. I was saying that's because apparently there's only 4 black actors that can be cast. She got to snapping her neck around. There's another Spider-Man freaking hell. Aren't there like 8 of them or something? I'm not over superhero movies. I'm over white superheroes. I'm ready for some POC stories done with the care given to white heroes. Will you be watching Black Lightning on the CW next year? Yeah, I'm going to watch that. I think it looks interesting. You can cosplay whatever you want. Bushy brows. Whatever you want. Whatever you want. However you want. Whoever you want. There's no rules. Whatever you want to do. How many times y'all gonna try and retell Spider-Man give it up? There's only one true Spider-Man, and that's motherfucking Tobey Maguire, bitch. I don't want to hear it. That's it. That's all. That's how I feel about that. There's got to be a rule on playing more than one superhero. Green Lantern and the Green Hornet were trash. There's multiple universes with different versions. Dancing with Fancy on this train. He said loud, evil, neck rolling chicken head. He tried it. He did try it. I wish I could reclaim those 3.5 hours of my life. That's how I feel about Avengers. Y'all know I hated that movie so much. I still get angry when I think about that shit. Like, God, I wish I could, like, go back in time and never have seen that movie and get my money back. Your internet's acting up. I'm sorry. OMG, Kiki. Kiki the gag is, my burger is burnt. Her shit look crispy. Eddie done fucked up. Can I review Black Lightning? Yeah, I'll review it. Cedric picked the right one. I'm gagging. It's like them superhero movies. We need to create a new rule and cap them at 3. I don't need to see 7 movies about one damn person. It's like, I don't need the whole timeline. I like Barbershop 2 more than the first one. This one was cute. I like them both. They're listening to Tupac. Oh, and he said no loud music. He said no loud music. Oh, y'all think y'all funny, huh? Hi, Brooklyn Bass. Oh, you saw it, Justin? I think I commented the same thing about it. Iceman was an Omega? Okay. Bobby? I love Bobby, too. He was underutilized. Bad for business. Bad for business. Crap, I missed the Keke Palmer scene. Oh, no. I'd like to see Asian Naomi King in a superhero film or anything. I'm in love with her. She's just so damn beautiful. She's in How to Get Away with Murder, right? Telepathically lobotomize you through the computer. White culture is unappealing to even white people. Superheroes is all they have at this point. Kenny G? Now his Christmas album was tight. I love that he said that. Emma Frost was Omega. That was January Jones. Asian Naomi King. Franklin Richards was Omega. He was like the Omega in the comics. Asian Naomi King would kill it as either Catwoman, Vixen, or Nubia. I ignore the Marvel superheroes. Asian Naomi King can reel me in for anything. I don't like those rebooted Spider-Man movies either. No, but one of your problems is... Eve's body was amazing. But Michael Ealy is some trash. But Eve also has a point. Eve also has a point, but Michael Ealy is some trash because he literally just said that Dinka's in love with her, and then he made out with her, and then he kissed her. You some trash, Mike, for that, Michael Ealy. Woo! Yeah, you saw that. Ooh. I love that all he said was, ooh. God, Eve's body is amazing. I need to work out. Somebody was like, oh, Seren, what do you, like, eat? I was like, nachos and fucking Chinese food and chicken nuggets. You don't want to fucking follow what I'm doing. Trust me. It's a damn shame Raimi didn't get to make Spider-Man 4 with Tobey. John Malkovich was going to be the Vulture. Love the MCU as a whole, but I still want more POC center stage. Everything is just boring from the music to the movies. I enjoy Spider-Man Homecoming only because I live in Queens and it was a great representation of it. Plus, I like the cast. Great stuff. Y'all are definitely breaking into nappy cuts. I was slightly annoyed that the main is still a white Spidey though. LOL. Yeah, as soon as they announced that it was gonna be Peter Parker again, and they cast Tom, whatever the fuck his name is, I was like, no. And I really don't care that they trying to introduce Miles Morales now or whatever. No, that was some bullshit, and I'm not with it. These niggas really did break into nappy cuts. These motherfucking niggas. This nigga turned the lights on. I can't see. We're watching Barbershop 2. There go the fish. Right there. I don't see no fish in the flow. Where the fish at? Cyclops does become an Omega level mutant too. I remember that. I always thought Iceman and Jimmy from Smallville were the same person. LOL. Didn't know they were brothers. Spider-Man's Aunt May seems unusually old for the aunt of a high schooler in the comics. Marissa Tomei seems to be about the average age for a high schooler's aunt. I don't care about the new Spider-Man. I don't think it's offering anything new that people don't already know or saw. Kenny G has a Christmas album. I will be checking that out. Kenny G's Christmas album is really good. Y'all are hilarious. My time code is they just broke into nappy cuts. They just broke into nappy cuts. I don't know about that. I think Ruth Negga would be a brilliant Catwoman. She's excellent in Preacher. Jimmy, why are you even there? You know, you're starting to get on my nerves. Jimmy, why did you even go? Jean Grey and Scott Summers had a baby called Hope Summers. She was possessed by the Phoenix like her mother. Oh, I cannot. If you use the word bed once again on my channel, I'm blocking you. Had some teriyaki chicken last night. Didn't Jean and Scott also have a daughter named Rachel? I'm eating nachos. I didn't say Chinese. Nachos. Nachos. You have good skin, but you eat chicken nuggets in Chinese. Jealous am I. Yeah. Ah! 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 Niggas, man. Also, I remember when Stan Lee said that he didn't want a Miles Morales movie, all the fanboys were going in like it's law just because it's Stan Lee. Nothing. I have nothing to say about that. I can't lie, Nappy Cuts looks nice. Hi, Lolo. So sorry I haven't tuned in a while. Work schedule been crazy. Hope all is well. All is well. I hope you're good too. I hope you're good too. Watch Black Panther. Outdo every movie in the MCU on opening weekend. When black people show up, they show up. They won't know what hit them. 5642. Real Trini gave y'all a time check. And that was roughly 2 minutes ago. So we about there. Also, yeah. No. Yeah, it is kind of nice in there. It is. I feel like they did a new Spider-Man because they could finally do a crossover with Spider-Man and the Avengers. But when they did that first new Spider-Man, they hadn't reached the deal with Sony yet, did they? I thought they only reached a deal with the second one that came out, right? But I don't know. I didn't watch it, so feel free to correct me. Warner Brothers is really dropping the ball in their movies. They should have trusted Zack Snyder's vision instead of trying to rush shit. Cyborg and Aquaman is all I'm looking forward to at this point. Did you ever see that video of her acting where she throws a telephone? I think she went to a performing arts high school. Y'all talk about Nicki Minaj. Yeah, didn't she go to LaGuardia? She's like trained in like acting, singing. Nicki Minaj can act. People hate Nicki Minaj for no reason. I find it to be really weird. I think it's because she's a Sag. Saggies just like bring the nastiness out of people. And Saggies love everyone. But everybody hates us. Or they all try to use us. He only won because she helped him. Why they leaving their fingerprints all over nappy cuts? I love the Destiny's Child Christmas album. I didn't know what you was coming out of there with. Save the Last Dance is ticking me off in this movie. Shout outs to the Black Cop, though. I agree. The way people reacted to Spider-Man being in that one Marvel movie with Captain America last year was over the top for me. How you gonna play basketball in a place with a glass fish tank, though? Ha! You stupid. I need a gif of Ice Cube saying personal growth. Expansion. It's not nappy cuts. I'll never get over Superman's fucked up mouth in Justice League. Henry Cavill didn't deserve that shit. And all he did was grab Captain America's shield and then went home like it wasn't that serious. Hi, Michelle's daughter. It must be us. Funk, funk, funk. If it smells like funk, it must be us. We keep it stanky. We keep it stanky. We keep it stanky. We keep it stanky. Stanky, stanky, stanky. I'm not gonna lie, Henry Cavill was on point physically, but the storyline was horrible. Maggie Smith should play Aunt May. Maggie Smith is like 137 years old. I think she's a little too old. Queen Latifah. No, they didn't. Spider-Man was on a loan. Now Disney has him official with the deal. Yes, so true. I'm a Sagittarius. Yeah, Nikki is a Sagittarius. Her birthday just passed. Her birthday just passed like last week or the week before. And you know, her and Nas are like, I don't know, dating, best friends, something. And he had like put a post up on Instagram wishing her a happy birthday. And people were like so angry. People are like so angry that they're friends or dating or like whatever. And every time he like posts about her or like pictures of them come out, people are furious. Like as if Nas is better than her. And that she's like this terrible person. And like people hate her. I'm like, damn, what did Nicki Minaj do to y'all? Why do y'all hate her so much? I don't understand. That's just wild. Nicki is your stereotypical black chick. What does that mean? You're really one step away from a block. So think real carefully about what you are about to put. Because you already just try to call somebody a bedwench. And I don't think that's a cool fucking term. So think very carefully before what you fucking type, bro. Very carefully. Is it a uterus? Sagittarius get the most hate. They mistake my kindness for weakness, Sag gang. Nicki Minaj went to school for acting in the first place. I think everyone hates Scorpios. Saggies are lit, and yes, people try to use them. My bestie is always talking about people trying to use her. I'd be ready to fight. I mean, we all hate Scorpios too, but with good reason. People hate Saggies for no reason. They're really calling him Save the Last Dance. That's all I can keep thinking when I look at him. Didn't they have to CGI out his mustache? No wonder it looked weird. They did, because he was doing Mission Impossible, and they wouldn't let him cut the mustache. I'm a Sagittarius. I was so annoyed when I heard that they left out a lot of shit in Justice League. Cyborg had some scenes before the accident. Superman had the black Superman, and Batman met two Green Lanterns. Yeah, they cut a lot of Snyder shit. But somebody said that they cut the Cyborg scenes from before the accident because, you know, he's getting his solo movie. We'll see. I don't know. Cedric's like, whoa, them niggas is crazy. Saggies love everyone. You know my nerves bad. I'm light-skinned cow. I'm screaming. Them niggas crazy. Saggies love everyone. Saggies do. Either we love you or we're nonplussed. But Saggies are not malicious. We're never, ever, ever setting out to hurt anybody. Either we love you or we just don't give a fuck. We don't be out here trying to hurt people. Which is why I say that, like, people hate Scorpios with good reason, because Scorpios will, like, really try to hurt you if they feel like you wronged them. Even if a Saggy thinks you wronged them, we're not going to try to fucking hurt you. We're just going to be like, all right. Oh, wow. Sleazy ass nigga. People hate Nicki because she's a prominent image of black women that routinely gets villainized. And I feel like Nicki, like, doesn't give a fuck about nothing, and that shit annoys people. Like, they want her to care about shit, and she don't care. That shit makes people real angry. Yeah, they did. Remember, they did reshoots. Zach finished his version of the movie, but WB didn't like his version, I guess. They wanted to bring on Joss to make it lighter, because Joss does those Avengers movies. And they're trying to, everybody keeps saying that everything has to be like the MCU. So they brought him on. Nicki's not an Aquarius. Nicki talks all the time about being a Sag. And she's also good friends with Trina, who's also a Sag. And she's always talking about how they're two Saggies. Sagittarius are fun. I get along with them. I'm a Capricorn. They're just pissed that she can embrace her sexuality and make her out to be sexually promiscuous just because she raps about that stuff. You never answer. What you mean by stereotypical black chick? Don't try to fucking backtrack now. What do you mean by that? Nicki Minaj is a stereotypical black chick. What was that supposed to mean? Because Nicki is your stereotypical black chick. What did you mean by that? Go ahead. Go ahead. You typed it out, right? Go ahead. Elaborate. Well, we're waiting. I think Nicki Minaj gets hate because people feel like she's copying Lil' Kim. Her look and style is sometimes very similar, and I think with her brother. Sensei, you got me considering the signs. I never really believed any of it. Some things about Sagittarius got me thinking. The Black Panther flashback, LOL. Cyborg getting a solo film. Yeah, he is. She's doing her thing. I fucks with it. People think just because her brother did some shit that reflects on her, she didn't make him do ish. Right, I feel the same way. Like, why does that reflect on her? That's just weird to me, too. I don't know. Weird. He's about to mess this man's hair up. I don't like Nicki just because she took Lil' Kim's style, but I also don't fuck with Lil' Kim anymore because of her skin bleaching. I don't feel like Nicki, as somebody that grew up listening to Lil' Kim and was like a huge Lil' Kim stan, like Notorious K.I.M. was like a hugely informative album for me. It's like certain things, like album covers and like shit like that. But I personally don't feel, I do not think that Nicki Minaj took Lil' Kim's style. I don't think that Nicki Minaj took Lil' Kim's style. I really don't. Your skills is limited, dog. Carving eyes in the back of people's heads and shit. I personally don't think. Wow! Slobbing Terry down in the locker room. That was not the moment, Isaac. That was not the moment, Isaac. That was not the moment, Isaac, to reveal that shit. And I also feel like even if Nicki used Lil' Kim as like her blueprint in the beginning of her career, Nicki Minaj has been out for like a bajillion years now. Like Nicki's been on top for like 10 years. People go back to like mixtape covers. Like, see, Nicki's like copying Lil' Kim. Nicki's dropped like 3 albums and been out like 10 years. Like, she's definitely developed her own distinct fucking style. People just like to hate her. That's it. That's really how I feel. I feel like Nicki puts out this vibe that she could be the only female rapper, the only successful female rapper, and there's no room for other women to win. I think that that's a narrative that got made up that people run with because they hate Nicki Minaj for no reason. Because you can literally look up Nicki encouraging other women rappers. You can literally look up Nicki talking about other women rappers that she looks up to, bigging up, shouting out other women rappers like Dej. Like, Nicki has been on tracks with other rappers. Like I said, she's good friends with Trina. Like, people have literally, like, made up narratives and, like, pop culture urban legends about Nicki Minaj that's, like, not based on anything. And y'all just, like, regurgitate that same shit over and over. It's so weird to me, honestly. It's really weird. How can people hate on Nicki Minaj but love Kim K? I don't know about that. You can't get mad at Lil' Kim for skin bleaching. Why not? I like Tria, but I love Kaya. I didn't know Trina was a Sag. Just makes me like her even more. Unpopular opinion, I kind of like the DCEU movies better than the MCU. They're more grittier, a bit darker. Jordan, are you new here? My internet just crashed. Mess. Sorry. Hello from Israel. I don't think anybody should allow the negative colorist people around them to make them change who they are. I mean, yeah, and I don't think that people should participate in a capitalist fucking infrastructure, but people are impacted by the things around them also, and we should have sympathy and empathy for people. Ooh, Dinka! Lies. I've encountered some scandalous Saggies. Tell me about it. I'm not being sarcastic. I'm being serious. Tell me about it. Same, I think it was a mixture of her brother's legal team telling the media Nicki was 100% for her brother and how she didn't come right out and disown him. Why does she have to come out and disown him? What does that even have to do with her? Like I don't understand. Why does she have to involve herself? I'm dead serious. So, like, her brother's legal team came out and said something. She didn't say anything. Random. But that's just like when fucking Lil Wayne and, like, Birdman were, like, beefing. And people, like, wanted Nicki Minaj to, like, take sides. Nicki Minaj is, like, cool with both of them. People wanted Nicki to, like, come out and take a side. Like, people just want her to, like, be involved in drama. I find that shit to be really weird. Like, they want her to, like, say all this shit. And she don't say nothing. And the fact that she doesn't say anything makes people mad. How you gonna get mad at somebody that's, like, standing back? It's weird to me. Oh, yes, this nigga's gonna wear hats for the rest of this movie, sleazy ass nigga. Watchmen was so comically accurate, like, goddamn. People say they hate DC movies, but are like, Dark Knight series is the best Batman live action. Watchmen was also Snyder, and people also acted like they hated Watchmen, too. Like, it was so bad and dark. The Nicki versus Cardi shit pisses me off so much. Like, they're not even at each other's throats. Cardi B gave an interview where somebody asked her about that. I think it might have been, like, Billboard or Rolling Stone. And she was like, I don't have an issue with Nicki. Nicki doesn't have an issue with me. She's like, Nicki has reached out to me several times to congratulate me. Because Nicki is also Trinidadian, and Cardi B is, like, Dominican and Trinidadian. I remember, like, Nicki had posted, like, she was, like, in the club, and Cardi B, like, came on. And, like, people started going crazy in the club. And Nicki had, like, posted a clip of the video to her Instagram. It was, like, Trini Girls winning, something like that. Like, oh, at Cardi B, like, Trini Girls winning, some shit like that. Like, little bad Trini bitch, something like that. And, like, Cardi B had said in the interview, she was like, you know, Nicki shows me a lot of love. It's no beef. She was like, fucking video could come out of us, like, making out, tonguing each other down, and people would still try to find a way to make it so that we have beef, or make it seem like we hate each other, or make it seem like she hates me. She was like, it's so weird. People just love that drama. And like people love to hate Nicki Minaj. They love to hate her. They get mad joy out of hating her and just like crucifying her, eviscerating her, ripping her ass to shreds. It's weird. Oh, Indigo Girl, yeah, you behind. But notice how, let's say a man cheats, I know it's different, but you don't go run off to his sister and say it reflects on her. R. Kelly, nobody's talking about R. Kelly's fucking family members, about how his abhorrent ass actions reflect on them. Nobody has said, oh, why haven't R. Kelly's fucking family members like came out and like said this and this and this? Why aren't they giving interviews? Like, it's weird. It's a double standard. It's a double standard. Real hip hop heads know Lil' Kim is in her own category. He came for White Boys Clippers. Nicki Minaj had some influences. Lil' Kim helped lay the foundation for the sexy, strong female rapper. But that's in general. Like, every rapper that has came after Lil' Kim could say to have been influenced by her because of that. But, like, people pick on Nicki Minaj specifically. And like I said, they use really specific instances from very early in her career. Shit that she doesn't even do anymore. Because she's, like, really found her own identity at this point. Really, to, like, talk bad about her. Y'all just like to hate her. Same, I'd rather they just admit that they got issues with the black women in their family and are anti-black. Same with Blurs, who hate black people because they were bullied for, like, an anime. Oh, I hate that shit. Those little Blurs need to let that shit go. Like, grow up and let it go. Grow up and let it go. Build a bridge and get over it, my nigga. Or get in some therapy or something. Hi, Donnie. Oh, shit, I don't know how I found this, but I ain't seen you in years. Nah, she definitely ain't copying. Her brother's a mess for not stopping that stuff. Like, you let your legal team try and trash your sister. And I think a lot of that, and y'all know I hate distractions, but I think a lot of that was meant to be a distraction to, like, take the heat off of the brother and put it on her, which is exactly what ended up happening. Because now we see people all the time talking more bad about her than about her brother. I love this outfit Eve has on. This nigga's waiting outside her house. I love this outfit Eve has on. Your freak mobile. Cough, misogynoir, cough. I think the problem people have with Nicki Minaj is that she didn't pay homage to Lil' Kim and her predecessors. That's not true. Like I literally just said, you can Google. It's like so many compilation videos on YouTube and Twitter and the internet of Nicki literally being like, Kim is a queen. I owe her so much. Foxy Brown is amazing. She's a legend. Missy Elliott, I love her. Lauryn Hill, like, I'm not worthy. Like, she met Lauryn Hill and literally, like, got down on her knees at Lauryn Hill's feet and was like, you're so amazing. You're, like, one of the whole reasons why I got into rap. This is what I mean. When I say people have these, like, preconceived notions, that is literally, like, internet urban legends about Nicki Minaj that became, like, common knowledge. Not gonna lie, I thought Cardi B was gonna be a one-hit wonder, but that changed when she was featured in all these songs, like that song with G-Eazy and Migos. Okay, I just want to say, also, Cardi B has, like, also people, like, hate Nicki Minaj because they say that, like, other people write her raps. Cardi B has came out publicly and said that, like, other people fucking write her raps for her. She don't give a fuck, and nobody cares. Nobody cares. That's not true. Nicki doesn't think she's the only woman out here. People love to create this whack storyline with her and every other female rapper when she never said it. Exactly. Nicki loves Foxy Brown. Young Cassidy didn't grow up with Lil' Kim, Trina, Remy, Eve. They just consume what Baller Alert and the Shade Room put out. Yes. People just believe everything the Shade Room tells them and just run with it. He choked out Keenan, laughed my ass off. There's a point where you can stop paying homage. Why are people expecting her to shout out Lil' Kim every 5 damn seconds? Nicki is growing. There's no denying she had a funky attitude that needed adjustment. She's burned a lot of bridges back in the day, but at the same time, she's demonstrated personal growth as well. Like I just said, Nicki's been out a long time now. And people act like... People are still waiting for Nicki's... Like, people act like they still waiting for her 15 minutes of fame to be up. And I feel the same way about Rihanna. I know that's like a random... People still waiting for Rihanna to, like, go away. And they also hate Rihanna, like, for no reason, too. People just have all this hatred in their hearts towards these black women. I think Lil' Kim bleached her skin because of the colorist society we live in, and she may still be hurt that Biggie married Faith. I think people hate Nicki as a black woman in rap music. There's not many on her star level, so she's under so much scrutiny. Oh, somebody got blocked. I see Justin blocked this person. What did he say? I didn't see it. I like Watchmen. I'm about to block his ass. Yeah, I never even got to the comment, so y'all gonna have to tell me what was said. They won't. They literally think Nicki owes her whole career to Lil' Kim. When sure, maybe she helped pave the way for her, but Nicki worked damn hard for where she is. No one is one-dimensional, so let's not act like Nicki couldn't have made mistakes and grow from them. This is ridiculous. People can't muster up the true same anger towards R. Kelly, a known pedophile, but no, let's be mad at Nicki. Exactly! This shit is wild! I'll be honest, when I watched Watchmen, I never really paid any attention to the storyline, but more visually, it was amazing. I love Watchmen. It was dark, but it was great. That's why it's misogynoir. People will come at her before a male pedophile. Yeah. I would love for Cardi B and Nicki to do a song together, and I mean a whole song with just them and no one else. I would like that too. It makes for a good story, I guess. If viewers and fans turn away from negative drama, this fake beef will change. And people just love drama. Like, I remember when Nicki had posted that clip of, like, the Cardi B song. People were still in the comments like, oh, you're posting this to be sarcastic. You don't really mean it. And, like, da-da-da-da-da. I was like, there's literally nothing this woman can do that will make y'all happy. It's wild. I don't know if you can hold it against Lil' Kim for bleaching her skin when she's been the victim of colorism. She said she wanted to assimilate because of that. Didn't they try to suggest Cardi forced herself onto motorsport because of her relationship with Offset when Nicki has to sign off on all collabs on her songs, and as if Cardi couldn't get there on her own? Yeah. And I think I saw in an interview that Nicki said that something about Cardi's verse. Like, Nicki heard Cardi's verse and wanted it on there. But people want to really believe they have some beef. Y'all gonna have to tell me what he said. Ronimus, what did he say? Nicki been in the game for 10 years and Cardi's career just started. There's no comparing the careers. Fans are annoying. I think that too. I've seen people talk about some Cardi B has surpassed Nicki and all this shit. I was like, y'all really, again, y'all just hate Nicki Minaj for no reason and want her to fall off. And y'all can't even, like, respect her accomplishments and the things that she has done in the game with her career and her longevity. Y'all talk about Cardi B, who doesn't even have an album out yet, has surpassed Nicki Minaj. Like, y'all too much. And I like Cardi B. Like, let Cardi B have her moment. Let her build her career. Woo! Lit that shit on fire. And let Nicki have her career and have her moment. Like, y'all so extra. Every black woman has gone through colorism, but you don't see every one of them bleaching their skins. No, but we all fucking deal with our trauma in different ways. And some people, unfortunately, never get to the point where they can heal and unlearn and move forward and have a healthy relationship with themselves and their body and their hair and their skin color. Sucks. Grow Up and Let It Go, music to my ears. When Nicki released the Anaconda video song, I swear that was the most hate I saw from people who don't like her, and I was just like, chill. People are press, stan culture. Wait. Press, stan culture are vultures who thrive off beef. I feel like all these female rappers should do a 2017 version of Ladies Night and squash the stupid misconception that there should only be one black girl winning. I agree with that. There are so many songs where Nicki gives props to female rappers. Bye, Lolo. Hi, Aurora. I think part of the Nicki hate and wanting her to beef with someone is because of the there can only be one mentality when it comes to female rappers. People can go on with that. She's copying Kim. How many Uzi Verts, 21 Savages, Yachty and shit, which these mofos are almost indistinguishable between each other and they don't get the same criticism. And all these niggas is Wiz Khalifa's sons. I love Wiz Khalifa. I'm a Wiz Khalifa stan. Like, it's the gang or die. And I've been a Wiz stan since day one. Like, since Star Power, my nigga. All these, like, little colorful dreadheads and the style, like, all that is Wiz Khalifa with a splash of Kid Cudi. And you guys know I'm also a Kid Cudi stan. Like, all these niggas is Wiz Khalifa and Kid Cudi's sons. And yes, you don't see nobody talking about, oh, they're copying and this, that, and the third. Niggas just want a reason. They just want a reason to hate Nicki. They just want a reason to hate her. Y'all gonna tell me what he said? LOL, I have a trigger. I can with folks being Tiny Coon Adventures. Justin, I can with you. Cardi B verse is the best part on No Limit. She outshined G-Eazy. Cardi B is the only part that I literally know that I've ever heard in my life. I only hear that part. Even if I hear it like played on the radio or like played at a party, they only play like, they play the hook, A$AP Rocky, and then they play like that, it ain't safe, and then they play Cardi B's part. And then maybe they play like that little bridge, if I fuck her one time, da-da-da-da-da. I thought that was a Cardi B song. Also, everyone gets on Nicki for not showing homage, but did Iggy ever pay respect to the black women in the rap game? No, and they let that bitch get like 8 number ones. No, it's because she's a black woman, plain and simple. Both Rihanna and Nicki don't give a fuck. And that shit makes people mad. That shit makes people angry. Like, they want you to be stressed out and pissed off. Especially if you're a black girl. They want you to be fucking upset all the time and folding under the pressure. And they don't want to see you looking fucking happy and smiling and chilling. How dare you be fucking happy? You need to be stressed. You need to be upset because of all these motherfucking insults. The industry is done with Nicki. That's why they're pushing Cardi. Why the industry gotta be done with Nicki, but fucking Kanye West could still be around. Jay-Z could still be around. People just hate when black people are on top. When black women are on top. I'm stealing Tiny Coon Adventures. Black men don't get half the shit black women get. They really don't. They just out here doing what they love and securing the bag. Shout out to the admins and their blocking skills. Love y'all, and I pray I never get blocked. I would not put Nicki Minaj and Amethyst Kelly in the same motherfucking category because Amethyst is white and immediately had white privilege the minute she came in the industry. Thanks. I'm here for Tink, Dreezy, Little Kim, Lady of Rage, Dominique, Missy Elliott, The Brat, Remy, and etc. What does that mean, etc.? You just named a bunch of people that aren't even in the same, like Tink, Dreezy, Missy Elliott, and The Brat are not even the same age, not even the same era. So what you trying to say? Be more specific. If haters are waiting for Rihanna and Nicki to go away, they might as well wait forever. Sorry, time. You guys know I don't like respectability politics. Anybody new here that didn't know that? I don't like respectability politics. I don't play the respectability politic game. So anybody needs to think real carefully too before y'all even come with that. Oh, I like such and such because they keep their clothes on and like this, because I'm not with it. If a bitch want to motherfucking take her clothes off, let her take her clothes off. She's a consenting adult. She can do whatever she wants. He basically said more shit about Nicki being an over-sexualized, stereotypical attitude that black women tend to have and didn't care how that made him sound, so I went ahead for that block. Oh yeah, bye nigga then. Bye. 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 Peace out. I hate how people pit black women against each other too. That needs to stop. Nicki and Cardi B are just business associates, to be honest. Okay, that's fine. People try to make it seem like they hate each other, like they have beef. And they keep saying, both of them keep saying repeatedly, we don't have beef. The hatred and jealousy, people think black women's narrative should always be broken and downtrodden. If you dare to be excellent like Rihanna, there's a problem. He said he didn't mind sounding like a coon. Cardi B buzz will die out by next year. Nicki could have said Cardi's name in that verse. What rhymes with party? Cardi. I'm playing, but I was expecting it when I first heard the track. They recorded all the verses separately, which we could get into a whole conversation about that because I hate that style, and that's like the norm now. I think of it as Frankenstein music that has no fucking heart and no soul because people don't record together anymore. They don't even know who's going to be on tracks. Basically, people record verses, and then they like send verses around, and then verses get like mixed and matched, chopped and screwed and put together, which this became the norm after Kanye West did it that way on My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy. He just like got a whole bunch of like artists together on some fucking island in Hawaii on a compound and just had niggas recording random verses, like come record a verse, and then they like went in the studio and they like put shit together. That's why All of the Lights has like 9 fucking artists on it. We're gonna just like mix and match until we kind of get something that works. So you say like, oh, why wasn't Cardi B's name in Nicki's verse, for example? When Nicki recorded that verse, she probably didn't even know that like Cardi was going to get on the track or something. And I feel like that affects the music too, because it just be like random verses. It just be like random ass verses. Somebody brought her up, Aurora, and you know how the chat goes. The topic is brought up, and we go with it, and people still talking about it, so we still talking about it. You don't care if you sound like a coon, so I don't care if I have to block your ass. You silly. I do want non-mainstream female rappers to get some shine. I don't like these weak verses and this mumbling shit. I think that everyone has golden era thinking when it comes to rap. Every era has had its good and its bad shit. Like the early 2000s had a lot of good shit, but it also had a lot of motherfucking bad shit too. A lot of ringtone rap, a lot of motherfucking mumbling, a lot of shake that laffy taffy. I just say let the fucking kids want to listen to what they want to listen to. And you listen to what you want to listen to, and you find what you like. Right. We weren't exactly putting out the miseducation of Lauryn Hill in 2006 either. Mainstream. I've been carrying that cheap ass thing with me all this time because I knew that's all you wanted. You ain't changed. Hi, Clarissa. No, you come here. I wish I could easily at y'all. So annoying having to type out names. They should pop up automatically or something. Yeah, that's true. Success, hate, and journalism build them up, then tear them down. That's because drama and negativity gets clicks. Not gonna happen. The hate is at an all-time high. Yeah. Always Khalifa's sons. I'm crying. I'm so serious. I'm not even kidding. Worship culture, elevate, judge, then tear down, only to try to lament on the talent they never appreciated. Yeah. Yeah. Word. Richard. Richard. Ooh. She back, Terry. I love that Michael Ealy is holding on to her. He's holding on to her strap. Clown. This nigga went to go work at Nappy Cuts. Clown ass nigga. Where are we? Same people that try to discredit Nicki's hustle and flow are the same ones that cape for those mumble rappers who are way too indistinguishable. Don't get blocked for that respectability BS. If a girl want to strip, let her strip. Hell, I'll join in too. I want these non-mainstream rappers and other rappers to get their shine, that's all. Okay, this kind of reminds me of something we were talking about another Beast Bake. When we were talking about Destiny's Child and somebody was like, oh, that Kelly Rowland was not successful and that, like, Michelle were not successful just because they, like, didn't get onto the level of, like, Beyonce, right? You say you want these non-mainstream rappers and other rappers to get their shine. I think that there's also something to be said for, like, people staying in their lanes. Like Dej, who I love. Y'all know I, like, love Dej Loaf. I, like, stan her. I think her music is really good. Dej, for example, is, like, painfully shy. If you, like, follow her, you kind of, like, know this. She does not, I don't want to say she doesn't want to be famous. I think it's a lot of people that want to make music, that want to do shows, that want to put on for their fans, that, of course, they want to make money, that they want to, like, do this for a living. But they maybe don't necessarily want to, like, get fucking famous, super huge, super mainstream, or maybe what you would call, like, getting their shine or whatever. Like, who's to say, I'm just going to stick with Dej Loaf just for this example. Who's to say that, like, Dej Loaf is, like, not getting her shine? Because I've seen people say, like, oh, Dej, like, fell off after just that 1 year that she had that, like, one hit, like, Try Me. It's like, but Dej has, like, 2 million fucking followers on Instagram. She's, like, always releasing new music. She's, like, always going on tour, going on shows, having, like, sold out shows. Like, I'm sure, like, she's taking care of her mom, her family. She's doing all the things that she wants to do. Maybe she's not on the level of, like, a Nicki Minaj, but, like, who says that she even, like, wants that? You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Just even the way that we look at, like, success and, like, people getting their shine and their just due. Even that's, like, filtered through this idea of, like, what even is success. Y'all get what I'm saying? That's crazy. I had no idea it was recorded like that these days. Yep. That's the way the majority of the songs are done. And you also have a lot of, what are those tracks called? I can't think of what they're called now. They called, like, reference tracks, maybe? Reference tracks? Where someone, like, literally, like, writes and records the whole entire song with, like, the runs and the intonation, the inflection, everything. And so then somebody, like, comes and they, like, sing it exactly the way the reference is. And then, like, the phoned in verses get put on. Everything is just, like, again, like, mix and match, chopped and screwed. I hate phoned in verses. You ain't allowed to come on a channel by a black woman with other black women in the chat and be disrespectful. So toodles, peace out, bye. I did like that he, like, revamped the shop. And, like, see, the customer's still gonna come. They're gonna respect you. Nicki has bars. There ain't no discussion on that. But if they could get a more racially ambiguous version of her, then they will do that. They've been doing that shit for years. I was just talking to somebody the other day about a Nicki Minaj verse that I really liked. And they said to me, like, oh, I'm surprised that you like Nicki Minaj because I know you also listen to, like, used to listen to, like, Jean Grey. And I was like, I could like both. And they were like, oh, I mean, it's just surprising that you could like listen to a Jean Grey verse and then like a Nicki Minaj verse. It's like, yeah, I'm a multifaceted person. I'm allowed to like more than one artist. I'm allowed to like more than one black woman rapper. Like, just the whole mindset is so weird. And then it's like, oh, well, like, but Jean Grey should like be on the level of a Nicki Minaj. It's just like, or maybe Jean Grey is like fine where she's at. I don't know. We don't know. We don't even know these people. We don't even know these people. I need that shirt saying F your respectability politics. It is on my... If you go to my About page on YouTube, you'll see it. I used to hate her back then. I'm from Detroit. She gets hella love here. I think she's dope. Ringtone, LOL, ringtone rap. Left my ass off. Hell, even the 80s and 90s had trash-ass songs. A lot of trash. If a man wants to feel uncomfortable that a woman can own her sexuality, flaunt her shit, then he's the problem, not her. Like, can some people stop being so fragile? We exist too. Bubblegum, oh, that Chico stick. I see you, Gucci. What you gonna do about it then? Party like a rock. Party like a rock star. It was a whole era of us listening to a bunch of mindless shit just because it was fun. And that's okay too. That's fine too. Everything doesn't have to be so serious. So serious. Girls call me Jolly Rancher because I stay so hard. Don't forget all those Crank That songs that exist. You! Soldier boy up in this hole. Am I eating Laffy Taffy? No, I wish I was. Everybody needs to stay in their own lane. Everybody's sounding so too similar in the mainstream rap scene. Stuff like Pro Tools made in-studio collabs less necessary. Yup, in my white tee. In my white tee. You are late, Alex. The movie just went off, Alex Indigo. I'm finishing up the chat, then we're going to go. And it's going to be Coming to America next week, guys. Oh, I see people was getting banned. Yup. You're late, El Brujo. We late. Crank that Batman, Superman. Crank that Yank, Pool Palace. We watched Barbershop too, but it just went off. I loved 1 Minute Man and memorized Ludacris and Trina's verses like damn song still is flames. It just boils down to misogynoir. They really do not want to see us prosper while not fit into their stereotype of being a black woman. We talk about female rap, cracks knuckles. Y'all silly. That Minute Man beat was hard. Break me off. Show me what you got, cause I don't want no. I like Dej Loaf. It's true. There's a lot of rappers and singers that prefer to stay low key. Look at No Name and her. Some people don't want to get on that level because being in the public eye ain't no piece of cake. Yes. And I think we also have seen now at this point too that like the music industry, especially like mainstream, working with these record labels and stuff, is like so shady. And now with the internet, you have people, Carrie, I always pronounce that wrong, who like moved out, who I like love, who like moved out to Los Angeles, dropped one album, and like went back home to fucking like Arkansas, like to like do music independently because she was like, the mainstream music industry is like garbage, and like the things they want you to do and like the deals they want you to get into, and like we all have seen repeatedly like niggas not getting paid their money, niggas going broke, bankrupt, like TLC, like, and with the internet now, like, you could fucking get a popping SoundCloud and Instagram page, even though I heard SoundCloud is shutting down, right? But you can get like a popping fucking SoundCloud, Instagram, fucking Tumblr, and pop yourself and get enough of a fan base and start booking shows. Like, we just don't have, and like Nicki, for example, we're talking about like how long Nicki's been out, like that she's still, since she's been out so long, she's like still kind of has to follow the old blueprint. But you don't have to do that anymore. So I also find it weird to see people like being compared to Nicki as to like, why aren't they as big as Nicki or like doing what Nicki does? And it's just like, they maybe don't want to. Dej is a niche rapper. Only certain people look for her and her music, and that works for her. Everyone's definition of success is not the same, just that people have their shit. Maybe these artists don't want to be in the spotlight. Like I know Vince Staples just want to do his shows and keep it moving. I think that's a lot of people. Like, I have a friend that like is kind of like semi-famous, that like hates doing interviews and like hates doing all this shit. They just want to like do their thing and like go. You can't do that once you like get your shine, cross over into mainstream, whatever. YouTube celebrity musicians are usually always trash. Justin Bieber started on YouTube. Some people simply don't want the fame. They just want to live their dream, go home, chill, mind their business. That's success in and of itself. I feel like if you can make money doing what you love to do, enough money to support yourself, and even enough money to support your family, that is success. You don't necessarily have to become mainstream or get that shine or all this other shit. But like, that is success. Constantly being judged, people stalking you, friends selling you out. Exactly. You feel me? Some people want to be... I don't know what that's supposed to say. Something. Like, look at Tyler or Frank. They did big, but not like big. And have to deal with all that super fame mess. Right? Most of these artists make their money off touring and merch. Like, these artists don't need to be on Beyonce or Nick level. They get enough money. Confiscate the auxiliary cord. I'm dying. Lost in privileges. People talk shit about Ashanti, saying how she fell off, but forgot about the amount of hits she had. That's like, in another fucking Beast Bake, somebody brought up Carrie Hilson. Somebody was like, oh, what happened to Carrie Hilson? People were like, oh, she fell off. I was like, Carrie Hilson has written, like, so many hit records that, like, still get spins, that she's, like, still eating off of, like, production and, like, songwriting checks, royalty checks. She's chilling. She doesn't have to be famous. She doesn't have to be an artist. We are layered ass individuals. My motherfucking ass will play Britney Spears 1 minute, Lauryn Hill the next, and System of a Down. LOL, we could be into many things. Yeah, I came out with shirts a while ago because people like really wanted them. So when I had like hit a goal on Patreon, I like made them. JR90. If you go look on the About page, they're on TeePublic. Just t-shirts. A lot of underground bands can't really do it as a living. They get most support from touring and connecting with fans with merch. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. If you can like get to the point where you could like do it as a living, I feel like that is success. Maybe you never blow the fuck up and get super famous, but if you're getting to the point where you could do what you love for a living, I feel like you're successful. And my Master P on fucking a seat at the table voice, then you successful. Hi Connie, you are late. We could listen to Human Nature by MJ and The Race by TK if we want. LOL, multiplicity. Looking back, people really act as if fun, nonsense, fun music. Oh, yeah, never happened. I mean, look at the Dougie, the jerk. Teach me how to Dougie. 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 That whole fucking hyphy moment when that shit was like big and everybody was like listening to E40 and shit. Crank that Spider Pig. People blame these artists for the kind of music they put out, but they don't look at the audience. Pop, lock, and drop it. Oh, pop, lock, and drop it. Oh, pop, lock, and drop it. Oh, I used to love that song. We're not going to talk about Trina. Look back at it. Pop, lock, and drop it. Laugh my ass off. There were so many. Oh, you need F your respectability politics in a hoodie? Okay. I need that F your respectability politics in a hoodie form because it's cold. Oh, someone said they love my afro. Thank you. I just got reminded of the chicken noodle fucking soup. Chicken noodle soup. Chicken noodle soup. Chicken noodle soup with a soda on the side. Let it rain and clear it out. Let it rain. Yo, we had a dance for everything, okay? Like, we had a dance in, like, the early 2000s, please. It was a dance for every song. It was, like, just mad silly shit. It was probably sillier than the shit that's out right now, because a lot of the shit right now is, like, very dark and, like, I want to kill myself type stuff. Which maybe that's reflective of the times, but, like, silly shit is not new. Gotta say. Ooh, I'm actually quite far behind the chat. Y'all are moving. I remember hitting that hoe hard in the playground. I remember that shit in middle school. All the girls would dance to that. Walk It Out and Two-Step were the jam when I was in elementary school. That's my Shaking My Ass song in college. I love trap, but also The Temptations and Rhapsody. The jam. We used to make that shit rain during break. I just love a good bop. Nobody was touching Ashanti for a while. We are multi-dimensional beings. Then Franchise Boys would bump hard in the cafeteria. LOL, I'm listening to it now. Friday nights at the skating rink were full with all those silly songs. TLC got fucked over by Babyface and Pebbles too. Excuse me. Hey, little mama. Chance gave a shitload of money to SoundCloud. I hope it dies. Chicken noodle soup with a soda on the side. Make it rain. People also talk shit about Sierra, saying how she's a flop and can't sing, but she had hits as well. Sierra had, like, a lot of hits. Sierra had, like, a fucking run, okay? She had, like, 2 or 3 albums that were really good. Like, Goodies, 1-2 Step, Promise, which was a motherfucking jam. Oh, with Ludacris, which was a jam. And Sierra can dance her ass off, too. But, like, she got a good amount of money. Like, she's not a fucking flop. And she's, like, really into her philanthropic work now, too, with Russell Wilson. I think they're so cute. Chance the Rapper saved SoundCloud. Do your chain hang low. Oh, my God. Y'all gonna make me have to listen to the old stuff. No, I thought we said we were going to do Coming to America and then Princess and the Frog. Was that not it? Was that not it? Is it platinum? Is it gold? Sierra was my shit when I found out about her. I absolutely loved her. She's underrated. She slept on. That's because the new artists get too excited about the fame. They forget about the business. 2002 was Ashanti's year. We did Princess and the Frog, but I think it got deleted. It was way back when Seren had the dress before she gave Beast Big a break. Yeah, it did get deleted. But I said, like, I was like, oh, since it got deleted, we could do it again. But I think I said we were going to do Coming to America and then Princess and the Frog. The Chicken Noodle Soup song came out in 2007, and I like it. Carrie Hilson was writing Beyonce shit. Carrie was blackballed. In terms of female rappers, before Nicki, my go-tos were Eve and Missy Elliott. Still love them. Somebody said R&B is dead and rap hip-hop has been taken over by mainstream music. I don't agree with that. That's kind of... Oh, somebody else doesn't agree either. That's kind of BS. R&B and hip-hop are very closely connected, and just look at Solange, SZA, etc. I think that R&B as a mainstream genre... I think that R&B as a mainstream genre is not popping. But I also feel like musical genres, like, never... It's interesting because, like, we're kind of in an interesting time. Because musical genres have, like, always been fluid. Like, genres have, like, mainstream musical genres have always been fluid. Like, they've never been stagnant. Like, I remember when I was, like, growing up, R&B was not... I don't want to say R&B was not big... But, like, when I was growing up, like, pop was, like, huge. Like, Britney Spears and, like, the boy bands, like, NSYNC and, like, Backstreet Boys and, like, the girl groups. Like, Destiny's Child was doing, like, kind of urban R&B, poppy. Like, pop music was, like, really big. R&B was, like, also popping. But like, I don't know. Like genres have always changed. You kind of had like rock and roll, which started out as like black people created it, as we know, like black Americans, and then white people basically like took it over, and then you had like the hair bands of the 80s, like the fucking hardcore, the metal shit, the Metallica and shit. And then you had like the grunge shit with like Kurt Cobain and like Nirvana that started like popping. And then you kind of had like rap kind of like sneak in there in the 80s. But rap wasn't like the mainstream genre, like it wasn't huge. And then it starts like building over time. And then you have like the R&B, which was big, but even like the R&B wasn't like the mainstream. Like Michael Jackson made pop music. Whitney Houston was like pop, like the princess of pop or the queen of pop, like whatever they called her. And like MJ was like the king of pop. And I think even now we like look back and people think of like that shit as like R&B. But like at the time that shit was not even considered R&B. Like R&B was not popping like that. And then R&B kind of had its little moment in the sun, this little like wave. And then like pop music kind of started dying down as we know it. And then like rap really got like big. And rap has just kind of like not fallen off, because rap is like constantly changing and like constantly adapting in a way that like other genres have not really been able to. So it's been like 10 years of rap being on top, 20 years of rap being on top, but that's new. That's new. So it's interesting to see people say that like genres are like dead, dying, but it's like genres always change. Historically, genres have always changed. We just living in a time right now where like rap music won't go away. Rap music won't go away. It just won't go away. Which is what it is. And I agree that there's like a lot of still, if you're into R&B, if that's your thing, there is a lot of good R&B still out there. It's just R&B is just not the mainstream genre anymore. Just like if you're still into pop music, it's still people out there doing like really cute pop music. It's just not really the mainstream genre anymore. If you still into like rock, heavy metal and shit, it's still people doing that. It's just not the mainstream genre anymore. It doesn't necessarily mean that it's dead. And I don't even like SZA. I'm just saying. Hi, Janae. Hi, Sarah. There's a lot of good R&B and hip-hop still out there. Depends on what you listen to. I'm way behind the chat. I'm trying to catch up so I could, like, go. Pop, Lock, and Drop It is still on my workout playlist. I remember when T-Pain was the shit. I'm actually not that far behind. I'm 9 minutes behind. I remember when T-Pain was the shit in the mid-2000s and how he was featured on every song. When you think about it, sure, these old songs were sillier, they were fun, made people get together, just have fun. People who, facts, chicken noodle soup, toe walk, lip gloss dance, walk it out. 2000s is where everything is a dance to everything. It's true. It's true. Yeah, there's a big delay between the comments and the video. It's unfortunate. Well, that's the way that we roll. That's how the chat works. So if you don't like it, bye. Peace out. That's the way that the fucking chat rolls. Everybody that's been coming to Beesbake for a long time knows that the chat be moving, and I like to read every individual comment. So if you would prefer that I just ignore y'all asses and don't read the shit, we can do that, I guess. Sierra came through with the hits. Pop, Lock, and Drop It remix is my jam. Walk It Out had like Andre 3000 on it. Like, the Walk It Out remix was like really good. My crush on Sierra is everlasting. I think she's so goddamn beautiful. Promise shook me up as a kid. Sierra Promise is still my shit. 1-2 Step and Goodies are cemented in 2000s music culture. Chance ain't saving no damn SoundCloud. That was just PR. Sierra's self-titled album is fucking amazing. I think people say she's a flop because she's not Rihanna, Beyonce level big. Sierra first came out as the princess of Crunk and B. Shit started going downhill when she changed management. I'll fight someone who comes for Promise. People always pit female artists against each other. Lean on that dang mic stand. R&B had its best year this year. Y'all got me lit. I'm remembering all the old bops. It just changed. Oh, is somebody leaving? Bye. They just melted into one for the time is fluid. Free Maya got me through so many bad breakups and she still puts out great music. Yeah, we were talking about that in another chat too. I was like, did I follow her on Instagram? She's like one of the few celebrities that I really like her personality. Like I watch her live streams on Instagram and everything. And she's like putting out a ton of music and like producing music and like producing music for like scores for television shows, and she wants to be an independent artist. Like Maya wanted to be released from her label so she could do her own thing. But people would be like, Maya's a flop. What happened to her? She disappeared. Like, no, she's just still there chilling, doing her own thing. Britney Spears is fucking huge. What makes it so sad is that people will look at Missy Elliott and say, she fell off, etc. Yeah. And I also think this idea of like falling off is weird too in a way. Because, like, why do we have this concept that people have to, like, keep working and working and working and working forever in order to, like, have value? Otherwise, if you're not constantly motherfucking working and cranking shit out, then you have fallen off and you no longer have value and all this shit. Capitalism! AKA work yourself to death. Like, stop it. Are you watching me? I just added Maya's Free to my iTunes a few days ago. New pop is struggling on the Hot 100. 1960s and 70s R&B was mega big. But they wouldn't have called it R&B. The 60s and 70s was disco. That's what I mean too. When I say when we look back, we call it R&B now. But like disco was the huge shit really in the 60s. Like the disco shit was huge. That was like the shit. Like the Donna Summer shit. We might listen to Donna Summers now and call that shit R&B. Just like I'm saying, we might listen to Whitney Houston now and call that shit R&B. We might listen to a fucking Man in the Mirror or something like that by Michael Jackson now and call it R&B. But at the time, that shit was considered pop music, you know? Because pop music is what was popping. Hip-hop was kind of like a black version of punk when it was first popping, when it was first created, sorry. The 90s was the decade of the ballads. Bye, Just Nickel. Also, we won't see you next week because you'll be in Texas. Yeah, rap is dominating now, even though black punk exists, LOL, but you know what I mean. Mumble rap is popping now. When I say Missy Elliott is not B-level, I mean like selling out. Oh, yeah. There was industrial rock with 9 Inch Nails. I really liked it. It was rage in music form, which is why they're trying to come out with all these whack-ass white rappers because they know hip-hop is hella dominant in our culture. I remember when critics tried to label Adele's 21 album as soul as pop. Yeah, like, and the genres are just like, yeah, constantly fucking changing and being repackaged all the time. Just like I made a video about how fucking the Grammys introduced that new fucking category in 2014 or 15, urban contemporary. What is urban contemporary? That's so they could put the Frank Oceans and the Chris Browns and the SZAs and the Rihannas in urban contemporary, and they can like keep the fucking Ariana Grandes and the Adeles and the Sam Smiths and the Ed Sheerans in R&B. Like, the genres are always moving. Yeah, I need to look into punk history. Counterculture is interesting as hell. You have a point. Things do change. And I also feel like everything has its time and place when it's popping. R&B, soul will probably become mainstream again at some point. It's just not popping right now. Right. That's why I also think it's funny when people like to say that it's like dead. Like, things always change. The pendulum swings. Cycles come and go. Cycles come and go. Question, why don't you like SZA? I'm just curious. I just don't like her music. And people be wanting to, like, stab you over that shit. I just don't like her music. It doesn't do anything for me. And I've said this before. I've been following her career for a while. And I have not liked literally nothing that she's put out. Literally nothing. I haven't liked it. There was also that era where Whitney, Mariah, Celine, Toni, etc. were considered the ballad queens. People don't sing anymore. I've listened to Control. I didn't like it. I listened to her old mixtapes too. I didn't like it. I don't really think SZA can sing. And I don't think the music is like good enough to make up for the fact that she can't sing. That's just me. It's not my taste. It's just not my taste. Whatever her wave is, whatever her lane is, it's not my taste at all. People always base what's dead on mainstream when mainstream ain't the only place that showcases music or any other talent. Yeah. Rap will remain #1 until the next gen of black kids create something else. Then white people will begin to try and take that same as they are now doing rap. The 90s were amazingly progressive in retrospect. Even with all her talent, Missy wouldn't have been able to break out like she did in this era, not with her image. You know, we've talked about that on like an old Bees Big too. Like, why do we feel like the 90s and the early 2000s? A lot of us feel like the 90s and the early 2000s were actually like way more progressive than now. And not just in the music, the TV shows, the movies, the commercials. But I think there was actually a backlash to that, which is why we're kind of regressing. Because people didn't want to see that progression. It's kind of like a 2 steps forward, 1 step back type of thing. Bye, Real Trini. When I get to the end of the chat, I'm going to go. We're going to do Coming to America next week, and then The Princess and the Frog the weekend after. I've discovered so much talent on YouTube and even MySpace. I came across Nicki Minaj on MySpace with the Beam Me Up Scotty mixtape. Especially in 2017, you should not be looking at the radio mainstream to tell you what's hot. I remember watching the making of Sierra's Promise, and everybody was mad at that part where she crawls up under the girls. Wasn't fully put into the video, and she had a hard time doing that part. Bye. I'm glad Seren reads every comment. Gives us a chance to extend the Beast Big if we comment fast enough. Like 2 weeks ago when it lasted 5 hours. You're silly. Oh shit, I'm giving away the game, LOL. You silly. You funny. Oh, how I missed the early 2000s. I just like reading every comment because y'all take the time to watch and fucking comment. I think everyone's comment is important. And we here to have a conversation. I'm not just here to fucking listen to myself talk. Like, y'all are here. Like, I want to read everybody's comments. The internet was always my source for discovering new music. Once it hit the radio, I was already on to something else. Zoom, zoom. Read Seren's piece on capitalism and human value now. Yes. If you haven't seen that, it's on Riot Material. There's also a link on the About section of my channel. But yeah, the same thing. We like really place all this value on like you have to work forever, otherwise you've fallen off or something. Like, nah, nigga, make your money and be out. Like, that's what you should really do. I don't think fell off means they stopped turning out material, rather the quality of their music fell off. That's how I feel about Kanye since 2013. I know what you're saying, Umi, but I personally don't agree that that is not typically the way that people use the term fell off. Because, like, a lot of people would say that Kanye never fell off. Because a lot of people, and that goes back to also the idea of, like, relevance. Like, who's relevant? Like, nigga, you're not even relevant, which people say is an insult. People would say that Kanye is still relevant. He's still putting out music. He's still putting out clothes. So that he has not fallen off. Even though the quality is like shit. It's like nothing. But like the new kids love it. They love that Yeezus shit. Like they love it. They buy all the clothes. They buy the shoes. They fucking watch the videos. They go see the shows where he has the fucking mat. Like they gonna pay all this money to go listen to the nigga rant for 20 minutes and get off stage and not even like rap. But he's like still relevant. So people would not say that he has fallen off. I would say that's generally not exactly that I disagree, but I would say that's generally not what people mean when they say fall off. Like, they literally mean, like, oh, what happened to that person? They were, like, doing so good, and then I never heard of them again. They fell off. Or that they not famous anymore. They not as famous as they used to be. Or they not mainstream anymore. Or like somebody else said, they not, like, getting they shine. Like, as if you have to be constantly churning shit out. And then you do have artists that are constantly churning shit out. Like Rihanna and stuff like that. And even if people don't like the quality of what she's doing, they wouldn't say that Rihanna has fallen off, you know. It's the same way with people being discovered on Vine and Instagram. If you want to make it, you'll use whatever tool you have to work with. What is R&B contemporary? I need that. I need a shirt for that too. When I first saw that they introduced that, I was like, what is this even a description of? You might as well call this shit the nigger category. You might as well just be like, this is the nigger category. Like, just call it what it is. I totally agree. Urban contemporary is bullshit. And they were like putting shit in there that was not even the same genre. Like I really remember the first year that they had it. Rihanna's album, not Anti, but the one before, Unapologetic, I think, was in there. Like a Chris Brown album was in there. A Frank Ocean album was in there. Like a Music Soul Child, Neo Soul type album. It was literally like they just put all the black artists that don't rap in that category. Like if you rap, you go in the rap category, but if you like don't rap, they put you in urban contemporary. Rap's mainstream sales peak was from 1996 to 2005 when everyone was selling. See, I always thought the term fell off. It's like, yeah, they're nowhere on the scene, like they ghosted, disappeared on quality. Yeah, I feel like that semantically is like the way that the term, colloquially, is the way that the term is used, really. I really like Ariana, but she doesn't need to be in R&B at all. Music is like fashion. Yeah, constantly changing. Constantly changing. I think urban contemporary meaning adults old for R&B, I guess. Seren doesn't think SZA can sing. No, I don't. I don't know what contemporary R&B is. It was defined as simple R&B. What the fuck is that? Like, people call Rihanna's last 2 albums urban contemporary, and they're the opposite of that. Yeah, they keep putting Rihanna's albums in there because they don't want to call Rihanna's albums pop, because they don't want to put Rihanna's albums up against the pop girls, because they know that she would destroy everything. Just like they don't want to fucking call Beyonce's music pop either. I like SZA, but it is insanity to expect others to like her. And people act like everybody has to love her. People really like look at you sideways if you say you don't fuck with her. I call SZA's style of singing homeless singing. What is that? Rihanna, urban contemporary, what the fuck, where? Sometimes the personality of these people is bigger than their talent. SZA just started her vocal lessons. What is your taste regarding music? My taste is really all over the place, but my taste is just really all over the place. Like, I listen to stuff. I give shit a chance before I hate it. I really do. That's what I'm saying. Like, I listen to SZA stuff. I don't just, like, mindlessly hate it. I don't really like Chance the Rapper, too. The only thing I liked was 10 Day, which was, like, the first one. And I haven't liked nothing since. I tried to listen to it. I tried listening to fucking that Childish Gambino shit. I just don't like it. I just don't like it. And this music, you listen to it, you either like it, you connect with it, or you don't. That's kind of how I feel about that. You can't really force yourself to like it. You could listen to some shit a bajillion times until it grows on you, maybe, or you learn the words or something, but not until you can't make yourself love it. I can't. Maybe. Y'all can. Y'all full of shade, homeless singing, LOL. I guess hip-hop is more global because of the internet. Before that, yeah, before now, in the 2000s, the only rappers people knew overseas were 50 Cent, Eminem, Snoop, Dr. Dre, and Tupac. Yeah, I think that's also why rap has been able to stay dominant for so long, is because these niggas really figured out how to utilize the internet to their advantage. Seren's taste is pretty diverse. She's just very peculiar with what she likes. That is a great, let me screenshot that, because that's a great way to describe it. And that's my taste in everything. Like, I'm weird about my food. I'm weird about my movies, my TV shows, my music. I'll watch it. I'll give it a chance. But if I don't like it, that's it. I don't like it. She just started vocal lessons. Y'all just give 0 fucks. Well, everybody loves The Weeknd by SZA, and it doesn't give me life. I was at this party last night, and that shit came on, and people were, like, losing their minds to it. And I was just like, okay, I guess. That's because it's relatable to y'all being a side chick sharing a nigga on the weekend. Can't relate. Some of the best artists aren't mainstream because it gets watered down for radio. If it goes mainstream, everything is censored. You can't say you like white bread without being overly scrutinized. SZA started out doing really dark and experimental stuff. She's very alternative. She hasn't really had a professional music career. Yeah, I didn't like the dark and experimental stuff either. It was like suicide music. It was like I want to kill myself music. And the videos was like her going out into the water and drowning. And I mean, and like, that's fine. I don't have an issue with that. Whatever. Like, express yourself. And now she makes like, I don't know, side chick music or something. I don't know. People find it to be very, really deeply relatable. And if it's relatable to you, not just like the side chick stuff, because whatever, that's just like being funny. But like, if it's relatable to you, like, that's fine, because that's the point of music. You listen, it hits you, it's emotional, it's relatable, or it's fun, you like it, whatever. I just don't like it. Well, if she just started vocal lessons, then don't get mad when people say she can't sing. Seriously, SZA posted on her Twitter about her taking vocal lessons weeks ago. Did she just start? She'd been doing stuff for a time, like with Isaiah Rashad. Nobody listens to the radio to find out what's hot except old people. I like SZA's voice, though. I don't understand. What was that question, Tommy? I don't know what that was. Hi, FT. SZA's first album was nothing like this new one. She went from punk to neo-soul. I love that you take the time out to read them. Most people just read certain comments. We all like for our comments to be noticed and responded to. Somebody said something about Colors. Watch the Colors channel on YouTube. They have new artists up every few days. My friend is friends with the person that like runs that channel. Colors. Yeah, that was her mixtape before Control. She signed on to Top Dog Entertainment with that mixtape. That's when she started getting big. Then that Rihanna collab. Shit, some of us could stay here all day. No sleep. No friend. Try to get some sleep. Jacob Banks is great. Check him out. Sarah, I see you. We do Bees Bake every Sunday at the same time. We watch a movie and chit chat. It's not a specific topic. It's a specific movie. Normally people watch it along with me. We talk about the movie. We talk about whatever. I always have food and coffee. People like to bring their food. Sometimes people do their homework. We just chill. It's just like a nice thing we like to do on Sundays. I don't know where you live. It's 2 p.m. Sundays on the East Coast. So that's 11 on the West Coast, 7 in the UK. I'm about to make my shmoney and go retire to some beach, private island, shake ass every day. Drink coconut water and drown because you know I can't swim like that. Y'all silly. Fell off. It's like you still coming out with stuff in his ass. All right. SZA's first 2 mixtapes are trippy and alt as fuck, dark, but also quirky as hell. I would take vocal lessons to improve my homeless singing voice. You guys are silly. Things I don't get. Kanye criticized capitalism and like people selling overpriced stuff, and now he sells ripped clothes that you can make in a kitchen with scissors. That's because Kanye wants to be a white man sitting at the table. Kanye does not criticize capitalism and race and politics because he's actually against those things. He criticizes those things because he wants to be a part of those systems. And he cannot be a part of those systems as a black person, as a black man, and it bothers him. So that's why he criticizes them, because he wants a seat at the table. He's like a white woman. You know how white women be talking so bad about the patriarchy and like this and that, but like really they just want to have the power for themselves. That's why they talk bad about it. That's Kanye. And once you like understand that, it makes more sense. Yeezus production-wise is so good. Death Grips, which makes hardcore, hip-hop, and synth-punk heavy metal together, influenced it. I know Death Grips. Grammys is trash, period. Didn't they have, like, Rihanna and Chance and Frank together? Yes, they, like, put everyone in the urban contemporary album. They were like, if it doesn't sound like rap that we know is rap, you go in this urban contemporary genre. That's it. White people are a trip. I see you guys are responding. I thought Rihanna was called pop before. Rihanna hasn't been called pop since maybe the Loud album. They don't put her in the pop category no more. She just went more alternative. Same for Beyonce. They have Fame by Chris Brown in the R&B category. No way in hell. This really made me realize how many people I know who listen to nothing but the same genre and try to act like they superior. Do you like any international genres? Like K-pop and stuff? I really like Brazilian jazz, like bossa nova. That's probably like my favorite international genre. I like bachata also, like aventura and stuff. If these rappers are gonna sing, then take some vocal classes. I'm tired of non-vocal rappers. Rapper turned singer. That's T-Pain. I don't care for SZA, and people always try to convince me. You can't convince me to be into shit that I just don't connect with. Exactly. It's crazy how once Seren decides she don't like something, the whole thing goes in the trash like it's all gotta go. No, it's because generally when I don't like something, unless it like really gets switched up. Like I said, I've listened to all of SZA's stuff. Like, I'm not exaggerating. I've really listened to all of it. I have not liked any of it. It's not like, oh, I really liked one thing, but I just like didn't like Control, or like I didn't like this other thing, but I didn't like that. Most of it, I just don't like it all. I just don't like it all. SZA The Weeknd is a side chick anthem. That's the one that came on at the party. Like, your man is my man, is your man, is my man, is our man. You have him Tuesday to Friday. I have him Saturday to Monday. Some shit there. Like, okay, girl. I thought she was with Isaiah Rashad. I like SZA, but that Weeknd song pisses me the fuck off. Suicide Music left my ass off. True. It was. That song is not cute. Like Seren said, I can't relate. Yeah. Don't come for me, my side chick tendencies. I'm sorry. It's fine. I'm an eternal homie. I don't even date because everybody just considers me a homie. So get in where you fit in, right? She was very emo. SZA used to be very emo. And I know, like, that's how she got a lot of her original fans. Because people, you know, felt bad. It was the type of music you listened to when you were feeling bad, and everybody needs that. We've talked about that on this channel before. For me, it was like Evanescence and like Linkin Park and shit. For other people, it was SZA. That's fine. Y'all silly. I was here for the Love Galore song. I see you, Nav Dumps. This is hilarious. Somebody brought up house music. I hate when white people add house music to classics and can't name the original artist. Like, someone played a house song, sampled Lauryn Hill, couldn't name her. What the fuck is house music? I never understood that genre in dubstep. House music was actually also created by black people in Baltimore and Chicago, kind of simultaneously. It's like club music, dance music. We also fucking created dubstep and electronic, like that electronic house music shit as well. It's like very fast. I watched a T-Ball's interview and she spoke about how people categorize TLC's music as R&B rather than pop because we automatically think black people singing as R&B, and it's just like, no. I watched the FKA Twigs interview where she said the same thing. Where she was like, before, because like when she first came out, she was like Saya, that Saya chick, how she like always wears like masks and you like never used to see her face and stuff. Twigs was like, when people didn't know what I looked like, when I was just like releasing music, like uploading it to the internet and shit, all the write-ups were talking about how my music was like pop, alternative, and like all this stuff. And then she was like, then when like people started seeing me, I started performing live and shooting music videos and stuff. She was like, all of a sudden my music like morphed into R&B. All of a sudden it became R&B. Homeless singing is when you're making up shit walking through the neighborhood. The sky is blue, my shoes are green, and I feel so clean. Oh, my man is my man, la la la. Oh my God. That was like some next level shade. I applaud you. Screenshot. I'm gonna have to remember that for later. I guess that's why I like SZA, because 75% of my life is just jokes about dying. Maybe that's why. I saw someone go on SZA Tumblr and call her a sing sign on the track ass bitch. She doesn't even post on Tumblr anymore because people kept roasting her on there. Somebody went on there and posted like all these old pictures of her and exposed her for being a liar. I know a lot of people don't like her because she's also a liar. She got like caught in a lot of lies at the beginning of her career, lying about shit. Laugh my ass off, my shoes are green, I can't. So true about Kanye. Kanye's so sad now. Yeah. What you know about death grips? We'll fucking read. Oh, you talking about what I said about Kanye? I wasn't even trying to read him. That's just what that's what it is. Kanye's resentment equals white women's resentment. It really does. It really does. Like, Kanye, because I see people say that all the time. Like, they don't understand how Kanye could be so outspoken talking about racism and capitalism and all that stuff, and then turn around and like be a coon and like sell $750 t-shirts. And that's like because he wants to be he's not criticizing the systems because he's against them. He's criticizing the systems because he wants to be a part of them, and he's mad that being born black means he can't partake in the system. Like, Kanye is like, I feel like I'm a genius and I should be able to fucking sit at this table too. But I can't sit at the table because I'm black. That's not fair. That's racist. Not necessarily I want to dismantle the system of racism because it's like subjugating my people. There's a difference. There's a difference. There's a difference. Laugh my ass off, reminder to never push Seren too hard. She'll read your life and make you cry. I'm a mean girl. Love Galore is definitely the song I could relate. Ain't ish dude coming to and they got a wife at home. It is sickening. Okay. Kanye hasn't been right since his mom died. That's true. Oh shit, Seren listens to Death Crips too. My heart. K-pop is trash. Bossa Nova. Death Grips is fucking lit. When they collab with Bjork, I get so happy. K-pop fans are fucking crazy. I remember John B speaking on that too. He used to get put in the pop section at record stores because he was white and folks had a hard time finding his albums. Yes. And just like talking about the old stuff, Michael Jackson and Whitney Houston are not in the pop section of the stores now. They're in like the R&B section. They in like the nigga section. Isn't that what the song says? Bushy brows? That's not what the song says? It's something about days in the week. I just heard the song at the party last night. It's something about days in the week. About how like they have a motherfucking calendar and SZA got the nigga some days and the other bitch got the nigga some days. Y'all sharing penises. Anyways, Seren's theory, Kanye is a white woman trapped in a black man's body. He's in the sunken place. He's in the sunken place for real, for real. Weekend involves 3 girls. Oh, Lord, Jesus. Okay. When Kanye went on Sway, he said he wanted to be like the Medici family. He wanted to be like the Black Ralph Lauren. I remember on one of them songs, he said he got white male confidence. I love that side chick anthem. SZA is a Scorpio, very emotional. I like SZA, but I can get why people don't like her. She has very polarizing music. Sierra is also a Scorpio. Yes, house music was considered the gay genre. It was punk, but they never want to admit it. I listen to Bossa Nova and lounge when studying. I listen to Bossa Nova when I feel sad now. Like how people listen to SZA when they feel sad. Most of the time right now, I listen to Bossa Nova. Never know that you know history. You never knew what? The house music was made by black people? And dubstep? And EDM and stuff? It sure was. You can pretty much safely assume that every popular genre that's out right now was made by black Americans. Well, dubstep was not, but it was common in those older gay clubs. I mean, like, most of what's popping right now in America. I'm Sagittarius with rising Scorpio, a lot of emotional tendencies. Yep, better let them know. Black people own all this music shit. Sorry, them's the rules. I don't make them. House music was created by black people, and now white kids are twitching to it in clubs in Ibiza. FKA Twigs is great. Kanye looks like he got a lobotomy. My man is... Okay, so somebody wrote the lyrics. My man is your man. That's her man. Tuesday and Wednesday, Thursday and Friday. I just keep him satisfied through the weekend. I'm gonna go soon. Kanye is under monarch mind control. Get into it. That MK Ultra shit. Oh my god, I watched the documentary on that shit. What was that shit called? It used to be on Netflix. I can't think of the name of it. I couldn't sleep for weeks. Don't get into it, guys. Don't go look that shit up. Friday to Saturday is SZA. Other 2 girls have to divide the days between Monday and Thursday. You take Wednesday, Thursday, then just send it my way. Think I got it covered for the weekend. Sister said it was 3. Where did you get 4? Heard it's her man too. More of the story, white people take everything. Good night, everyone. Black LGBTQ folk never get anything. Exactly. It's fucking annoying. LOL the shade. Ultra zoom. The slow motion zoom. Damn, that lyric deserves a zoom. Yeah. My man is your man. Heard is her man too. My man is your man. Heard that's her man. Tuesday and Wednesday, Thursday and Friday. I'm fucking screaming. You just keep it sad. Okay. Yeah. I have to go. That Zoom made my week. Y'all were fucking it up. I want to make sure we said the right lyrics. Ready to take her place, ready to give you what you missing. Somebody said there's nothing wrong with polygamy, non-monogamous relationships, as long as all the people are consensual to it. I agree with that. You talk about taking somebody's place, though, so that's probably not what this is. And on that note, I reached the end of the chat. Coming to America next week. Princess and the Frog the week after. I'll see you guys later. Peace.